And welcome to Polina for this South O'Brien Wolverines basketball matchup with the Hartley Melvin Sanborn Hawks tonight. These two played each other earlier on in the year, and South O'Brien came away with a boy-girl doubleheader win. South O'Brien girls won last time they played up in Hartley, 55-30. So we're hoping for another good South O'Brien game here tonight. I'm Kyle Jorgensen along with Kyle Pingree. And Kyle Pingree running the video tonight, and I'll be doing the announcing. South O'Brien comes into the game with a 7-8 record, a couple of tough losses here on the road. Lost Friday night to West Sioux, and then lost Saturday night at Boyden Hall. So hopefully get back in the win column here tonight and get back to an 8-8 record. HMS comes in to tonight's game with a 5-9 record, so a couple of teams below 500 here. HMS did win their last game against Galen Catholic, 55-52. Kind of back and forth on the year for both these squads. With South O'Brien had 2 losses to start the year off in a row, then won 5 in a row, and then kind of bounced back and forth, win-loss, and then have lost their last couple of games. So we're getting started, getting ready to do the starting lineups here from Polina for the HMS Hawks. Looks like we'll have Hannah Jochum starting, Paige Daigle, Jasmine Lux, Lydia Harders, and Taya Mason. For the Wolverines, we'll have Kaylee Jacobs, Sky Rader, Taryn Hintz, Sydney Struve, and Anna Fredrickson. Leading the HMS Hawks in scoring this year is Hannah Jochums with 9 points a game, Paige Daigle with 6 points a game, Jasmine Lux with 6 points a game, Lydia Harders with 3 points a game, and Taya Mason averaging 3 points a game. For the Wolverines, leading them in scoring this year is Kaylee Jacobs and Taryn Hintz, both averaging 12 points a game. Anna Fredrickson with 5 points a game. Sky Rader 4 points a game, and Sydney Struve with 3 points a game. The HMS Hawks are coached by Lester Tessum, assisted by Ashley Tessum. And for the South O'Brien Wolverines, they are coached by head coach Erica Dreckman. And the girls' assistant coaches are Bubba Hintz, Bailey Wilken, and Mark Furman. Lineups are just getting set here, and we're going to have the national anthem and all that, and we'll be back to bring the broadcast to the start of this game. Thank you for joining us on this Wolverine basketball. You're listening to Fuller Digital Solutions. We'll be right back after this break.
So what do you see in your future? Buying the perfect home with a big oak tree? Watching your child graduate from college? Or finding more time for hobbies during your retirement? Whatever your future holds, make sure you talk with the Farm Bureau Financial Services agent. Together, we'll create a plan that's right for you.
Contact Denise Steffen or Danny Rader in Primgar today.
It's your future. Let's protect it.
Around here, life is a continuous circle. At our best, we have caring people all around us. That's the power of Mercy One, a support network 20,000 strong, including more highly rated specialty services than anyone in the region, personalizing your care, strengthening your circle, keeping you at the center of everything we do. Mercy One, your best life, our one purpose.
Have you been there yet? To Sweeney's Clubhouse in Sutherland. Play indoor golf, pool, and darts year-round, and enjoy your favorite brew. Located at 118 Main Street, and it's easy to find, so stop in. The clubhouse and bar also have many sports TVs, and they have NFL ticket, so you can watch your favorite football games and enjoy a pizza. Now open weekdays at 4:30 p.m. and open Saturday and Sunday at 11:30 a.m. Discover the fun at Sweeney's Clubhouse on Main in Sutherland.
And welcome back. As you just heard the end of the national anthem there by the South O'Brien Band, we are getting set for a tip-off here in this War Eagle Conference matchup tonight between the South O'Brien Wolverines and the visiting HMS Hawks of Hartley. So it's been a bit of a struggle here for the Wolverine gals, losing the last 3 games in a row. So this would be a good game to get back into that win column and get the record back up to 500. South O'Brien's taking the court, just waiting for the Hawks, and we'll be all set for the tip-off here from Plena tonight. Hopefully South O'Brien can get off to a fast start here tonight and eliminate some of these turnovers that they've been played with the last few games, get some good shots up, and also got to keep out of foul trouble. It seems like when Taryn Hintz or Kayla Jacobs get in foul trouble, they get in trouble. Here we are for the opening tip-off, and looks like Hintz had control of it and tipped it over and tried to get it to a teammate, and they call a jump ball from the get-go. This will be an interesting call to see how they call this jump ball off the tip-off.
I was going to say, don't they kind of have to establish that before they can call it?
Maybe they'll re-tip this one off here is my guess. Got some familiar faces here officiating tonight. Got Kyle Oswald, the MMCRU head football coach, and Les Pedersen. Does he still work yet for the MMCRU district?
As far as I know.
So they are going to get the ball to the Wolverines. So got the initial tip off to the Hawks, and then jump ball by Kaylee Jacobs. Jacobs will throw it into Sky Raider for the Wolverines. Looks like the Hawks are going to start out in a little bit of a man-to-man. Try to dish it down low to Fredrickson. It's going to go out of her hands, out of bounds. So just as I talked about, wanted to eliminate those turnovers, starting the game off with a turnover tonight. For the Hawks, Paige Daigle bringing the ball up the court for the Hawks. She's going to dish it over to Taya Mason. Back over in the corner to Jasmine Lux. Steal by Sky Raider in the corner for the Wolverines, bringing it down the court. See if the Wolverines can get a good possession and a good shot off this roll. Jacobs going to put up a 3. Looks like she's going to get to go to the line shooting 3 shots here. Jacobs get fouled on the first 3-point attempt on the night.
I'll tell you what, now it's kind of where you can establish yourself by making those free throws.
Jacob comes into the game shooting 66% from the line, and she's going to go ahead and bury her first one. Like you said, Kyle, this would be a nice way to start the game, get these free throws down. 2 for 2. Let's see if she can go for the trifecta here. According to her law of averages, she should miss this one, but we'll see how it goes. And 3 for 3.
Into it. She got the hat trick.
So 7:26 to go in the first quarter. South O'Brien on the board with 3, getting fouled on the 3-point shot. Looks like South O'Brien's going to go a little bit of a, it's like a 1-3-1 type zone defense here against the Hawks. See if they can make the Hawks force it down low or go for an outside shot. And a nice 2 up and in for leading scorer for the Hawks, Hannah Jokums. Averaging 9 points a game, gets her first bucket for the Hawks. So 3-2 early on here. Sky Raider at the pass over the top, just about. A little bit short. Taryn Hintz goes up off the glass, a little bit short. Jokums with the rebound. Daigle bringing the ball up for the Hawks. Daigle back out front. She's going to go over to Tima. Going to pass it right to Hintz. Hintz going to look up front for Haley Jacobs. She's going to go up a little bit too strong. Sydney Struve doing a nice job getting the board there for the Wolverines. Raider going to put up a 3. Looks like that was partially blocked. And the Hawks are going to come down with it. Daigle bring it up. Set the offense for the Hawks. Going to throw it over to Kaylee Pearson. Back over to Pearson on top for the Hawks. Over to Jokums. Back over to Taya Mason. Back to Daigle. Going down low. Back out to Pearson. Daigle going to drive, pop and shot. The dump shot from the 3-throw line. A little bit too strong, but a nice job by Jokums getting the board. She's going to go up and get fouled. So we got one team foul on both teams here. Looks like this foul is going to be on the Wolverine Sky Raider. Her first foul. 5:55 to go. Jokums' first shot is up and good for the Hawks. She comes in shooting only 46% from the free throw line, so second shot by Jokins is up and good. So 46%er, buries both of her shots. She's got all 4 points for the Hawks so far. Looks like Willa Sikika checking into the game for the Wolverines, in for Sydney Strew. Passed over to Sikika, back to Jacobs. Jacobs going to stop and pop that little bit. Jump shot she's got, a little bit too strong. Daigle with the board for the Hawks, bringing it up the court. Going to pass it over to Pearson. Back over to Daigle, top the key, setting that offense up against that zone defense. Going to go down low. That's Jasmine Lux for the Hawks, up with her first bucket of the night. Jasmine comes in averaging 6 points a game. Looks like Coach Dreckman is going to call a 30-second timeout here for the Hawks, or for the Wolverines, excuse me. Maybe get our team settled down a little bit. What's your first initial thoughts of this game so far, Kyle?
Well, I tell you, I think both of these teams are very strong and everything. I've been expecting South O'Brien to score a little bit more than they are. That being said, it's early on in the game. We're down by 3, which is by no means an insurmountable feat. So they just need to, get those offensive rebounds and defensive, but get those offensive rebounds and just stick with them. And
hopefully get a good shot here on this possession.
Exactly.
So Sikika bringing the ball up the court for the Wolverines on the inbounds. Jacobs is going to put up a 3, a little bit too strong. And Hawks fight for the rebound. It's going to come down to Jasmine Lux. She's going to dish it off. Looks like we have Darby Masterbergen into the game for the Hawks, who's in there. Back out to Taya Mason. Back over to Lux in the corner near side of the court here. Tried to dish it down low. Sikika got the steal, and she's going to get fouled. Just not quite enough room there to get that pass in, and Sikika was in the right place at the right time. Looks like that foul is going to be on the Hawks' Darby Masterbergen, who just checked into the game. Second team foul on the Hawks. Sikika bringing the ball back up the court for the Wolverines. Over to Rader on the far side of the court. Going down low to Fredrickson. Fredrickson up and in. Nice job by senior Andrew Fredrickson getting her first hoop of the night. Seems like she has been attempting a few more shots these last few games we covered. A little more aggressive on offense, and South O'Brien could definitely use that third scorer on their team, as most of their points come from Kaylee Jacobs and Taryn Hintz. Get it down low. It's going to get stripped. Sky Ritter going out front for the Hawks. For the Wolverines. Got to be careful there. Avoid the charge. She did a nice job with that. A little bit of a wild shot there on that. And they're going to turn the ball back over to the Hawks. So the Hawks inbounds the ball. Darby Masterbergen bringing the ball up the court for the Hawks. Looking for a teammate here. Oop, just picked up her dribble, and Willa Sikika right there. She's a bit of a spark plug coming in off the bench for the Wolverines. Hustle player, gets a lot of jump balls, rebounds, steals, deflections, whatever it may be. A little bit of confusion here, but I believe this is going to be HMS's ball. It's like Cassidy Hagerman to throw the ball in for the Hawks, throws it into Paige Daigle. Daigle coming around the right side, looking for a teammate now, picks up a dribble. Going to go back out front to Lux. Try to throw it down low, a little bit of deflection there. Letting them play pretty rough down below. Daigle's going to put up a long shot. It's going to not get anything. Hustle for the ball. South O'Brien looks like they're going to come down to it. That's Jillian Heenstra. Nice job by Kaylee Jacobs of court awareness there, realizing where she was, keeping that ball in bounds. Sikika is going to put up a three-pointer. Don't see her shoot too many of those. It's going to be a little bit strong, but I like the confidence with her going up with that shot. So Paige Daigle bringing the ball up the court for the Hawks. Guarded by Willa Sikika. Looks like South O'Brien is back in a – I thought they were back in a man-to-man, but going to let her wide open. She's unfortunately going to miss that for the Hawks. They tried to save it to be out of bounds. Nice effort by Cassidy Hagerman.
South O'Brien.
Yeah, that was a lucky break. Had a wide open layup there. Nice hustle, though. Tried to save that ball from going out of bounds. South O'Brien with a couple of subs, bringing in Kaylee Eink and Taryn Hintz back on the court, along with Kaylee Jacobs, Sikika, and Struve are on the court for the Wolverines. Jacobs going to get fouled on just to go back to the line, shoot some more free throws. She's 3 for 3 on the night already. Oh, they're not going to give her the shot. They're going to call that one on the floor. Sky Raider into the game for Kaylee Jacobs. And Elise Hawk into the game for the Hawks, replacing Jasmine Lux. Throw it out top to Taryn Hintz. Raiders going to put up a long 3, and unfortunately that one's not going to draw any iron. Going to go out of bounds back to the Hawks. So the Hawks, remember covering them earlier, do a lot of substituting on the floor. They got Lydia Harders out there, Cassidy Hagerman, Jokums, Daigle, Elise Hack. Shot up and, just about in and out. Shot attempt by Lydia Harders, just not quite there. South O'Brien not able to control that board. It's going to go out of bounds back to the Hawks. Lydia Harders to throw the ball in for the Hawks. South O'Brien in that 2-3 zone defense on the inbounds. Out front to Paige Daigle. She's looking down low. Back to Harders. Who's going to get up and blocked by Taryn Hintz. Raider bringing the ball down the court for the Wolverines. Picked up her dribble. She's kind of in a tough spot there and going to throw the ball away. So one of the keys to victory that we were talking about was South O'Brien's got to cut back on their turnovers and not starting off real great in that department tonight with quite a few turnovers here in the first 6 minutes of the first quarter. Just under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. South O'Brien trailing 6-5. Just unforced turnover there for the Hawks. Just throwing the ball back and forth between the wing and top of the post, and threw that one a little bit too strong, and South O'Brien gets the ball back. So both teams a little bit sloppy to start the game off. Sikika gets the ball over to Raider, back out top to Hintz. Hintz is driving, looking for a shot, going to throw it out to Struve. Struve's going to put up a 3. Looks like she traveled before she took the shot. So Sydney Struve putting up a 3 and Willa Sikika putting up a 3 tonight. You don't see those two put too many outside shots up, so nice to see them not afraid to put that ball up from the outside and take that shot. Hawks get it into Cassidy Hagerman, picks up her dribble over there on the sideline. Tough spot to go to. Going to get it over to Elise Hawk. Back to Hagerman. Over to Harders. Over to Jokums on the wing. Back to Paige Daigle. Back to Jokums. Hawks are basically just throwing that ball around the outside, looking to, there's a good shot. Good looking 3 there, just a little bit too strong. And Elise Hawk gets the board. She's going to get pushed out of bounds. Lydia Harders to throw the ball in for the Wolverines. It's like Keitha Onions going to get a break, and Anna Fredrickson back in the game for the Wolverines. So Wolverines back to all their starters on the court. Harders with the ball over to Daigle. Get in the corner to Hawk. Back to Daigle, down low to Jokums. Jokums going to turn, go up. Pretty tough shot there. Had a double team on her. Pretty hard to muscle over that, and the ball's going to end up going out of bounds. Referees didn't see any deflection there. So 51 seconds to go. Let's see if the South O'Brien can get a good possession, get a good shot up, and take the lead going into the second quarter. Jacobs with the ball. She's going to drive, looking for a teammate, over to Hintz. Hintz has been pretty quiet tonight. See if we can get Taryn Hintz going with a good shot. Jacobs down low, nice Euro step, just not able to get that finished. She's going to steal the ball back from Jokums, though. Going to get fouled, so a really nice play there by Kaylee Jacobs. Good court awareness there by Jacobs to get that ball back for the Wolverines.
Oh, very. I tell you, and they were playing some tough defense.
They have played some tough defense. A lot different game than last time we watched these two play so far. Raider out front.
Defense really good at shutting down the lane, too.
Falls down. Is going to have a jump ball called here. And looks like South O'Brien will retain possession on this. So just under 20 seconds to go. South O'Brien's got to shore up this offense and quit turning the ball over so much. Mm-hmm. Jacobs throws it into Raider. Out top to Struve. Struve looking for a screen. Going to go up with it. Nice job by Sydney Struve being aggressive. Going to go to the line, shoot 2 free throws for the Wolverines. Looks like Sydney Struve is a 32% free throw shooter coming on the year for this game. She's 8 for 25 on the season. First shot is up. Oh, that one did everything but go in.
Exactly.
Jacobs is going to get a break for the Hawks. Olivia Gruder's into the game for her. Second shot for Struve is short. So that's going to be possession back to the Hawks with Harders to throw it in. Cassidy Hagerman bringing the ball up the court for the Hawks. Looking to find someone. Going to throw it down to Elise Hawk, and she's going to get fouled. That will be the third team foul on the Hawks. It's going to be the first team foul on Taryn Hens. She has gotten a little bit of foul trouble this year in some earlier games. Dago with the inbounds play and the quick shot. Nice shot. Just not able to get it to go. So that's going to do us for the end of the first quarter. South O'Brien trailing 5-6. You are listening to Wolverine Basketball. Thank you for joining us on this Fuller Digital Solutions broadcast. We'll be right back.
Sweeney's Farm and Home Center and the Paulina Building Center are proud to support the South O'Brien Wolverines. They know it takes teamwork to accomplish goals on the playing field as well as in business. They're glad to be a part of the community team by helping make dreams come true. When you need building supplies and hardware, talk with the folks at Sweeney's Farm and Home Center and the Paulina Building Center. And good luck, South O'Brien Wolverines, in accomplishing your goals.
And welcome back to second quarter action here from Paulina with South O'Brien Wolverines hosting the HMS Hawks. Pretty low scoring first quarter there, 6-5. Kaylee Jacobs with 3 points in that first quarter for the Wolverines, and Annan Fregson with 1 basket for the Hawks. Hannah Jacobs leading with 4 points, and Jasmine Lux with 1 hoop for their 6 points. So HMS turned the ball over. Skylar Rader for the Wolverines off to Jacobs. So far, the Hawks have been playing some pretty tight man-to-man coverage on the Wolverines. Not able to get off a lot of good looks tonight. Just a nice entry feed down to Taryn Hens. She missed. Good job sticking with it, getting her own rebound, and Hens is going to go to the line for the Wolverines. Taryn Hens, one of the leading scorers for the Wolverines, averaging 12 points a game. No points yet tonight. She's a 57% free throw shooter on the year. First shot's going to be up a little bit too strong, so South O'Brien missing out on some opportunities to score some points from the line here tonight. Second shot coming up for Hens. Second shot is up and good for Taryn Hens, getting her on the scoring column tonight. Tying this thing up 6-6 with 7:15 to go here in the second quarter. Wolverines back in that, looks like a man-to-man. Nice job by Struve stepping into that pass, getting the steal. Struve picks up a dribble, gets it up to Rader. Down low to Hens again, and Hens, nice job. Hens had her sealed off well and turned around and able to get that layup in. So South O'Brien needs Taryn Hens to put some points up for him. Paige Dago's going to turn around. Looks like she's going to get fouled on that. She's going to go to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be the second foul on South O'Brien's Skyer Rader. So a little bit of foul trouble with her second foul. We'll see if Coach Directman wants to keep her in the game or not. It looks like Willow Sikaka is going to check in for Rader. Oh, take that back. She's going to check in for Struve. First shot by Dago was up and good. Dago is a 50% free throw shooter on the year, and that one just about rolled in, but not quite. Wolverines get the ball quickly to Jacobs. The ball's going to get stolen away. And the shot is, just a little bit too short. They're not able to go in. Kaylee Pearson had the ball out front for the Hawks, just not able to quite finish that. But Jasmine Luck's teammate there did a nice job following up, getting the rebound. She's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Foul's going to be on South O'Brien's. Willow Sickett got her first foul, 15 foul on the Wolverines. First shot by Lux is up and good. Second shot is also good. So HMS takes the lead back 9-8 with 6:30 to go here in the second quarter. Jacobs is going to put up a wide open 3. Oh, that looked good. Just a little bit too strong. Really good rotation off her hand. Just not able to get it to drop. Nice job by Jacobs putting pressure on, able to get the turnover there, and then we're going to have a foul on the backcourt. Looks like that foul is going to be on HMS's Taya Mason. Should be the 8th team foul on the Hawks and put South O'Brien into a 1-on-1 situation with Sky Raider going to the line. Sky Raider comes into the contest, the 57% free throw shooter. Shot was a little bit strong there. Able to get off the glass. The bank's not open, but it is here in Plena Gym tonight. Ties that up 9-9. Looks like we're going to have Jokums checking back into the game for Olivia Gruters, along with Paige Daigle getting a break, and Darby Masterbergen checking back in for the Hawks. Raiders' second shot. That one's a little bit too strong too, but there's Willow Sickett. Hustle, and she's going to turn the ball over. So South O'Brien still plagued by turnovers early on here tonight in this game. So, nice job by Jacobs getting out in that passing lane, see if she can get control of this ball. Nice dish over to Sikika for 2. Nice job of maintaining her control and realizing that she wasn't able to get a good shot up and find a wide open teammate. South O'Brien settling back into that 2-3 zone. Hawks going down to Jokums. Really nice turnaround jump shot there for Jokums, tying this game back up 11. 5:30 to go here in the second quarter. Jacobs is going to drive. I thought she had some contact there. They didn't call it. They're going to call a jump ball, and it's going to stay here with the Wolverines. Sydney Strube back into the game for Sky Raider. Raider with those 2 fouls, doing a good job not getting up her 3rd foul there last couple minutes on the court for the Wolverines. Struve gets it into Sikika, over to Jacobs, wide open 3-pointer, and she gets that one to go. I was going to say, you don't give Kaylee Jacobs too many opportunities from out there. She's going to start burying those. Pretty good shooter. HMS with a turnover. Taya Mason looking for teammate Darby Masterbergen. Not on the same page, throws the ball out of bounds, so South O'Brien gets the ball back. 3-point lead, biggest lead of the night for the Wolverines. Sikika throws the ball into Strube, back to Sikika. South O'Brien with Fredrickson, Kaylee Eink, and Jacobs on the floor also. Try to dish it down low to Eink, and Jokums there with a nice denial, knocking that ball out of bounds. South O'Brien looking for the play from Coach Streckman. Jacobs to inbound it. Finds Strube on the wing, over to Sikika. Looks like they're trying to set up Jacobs for a shot, just not quite there. Down low to Strube, and a nice job by Strube using the glass, getting her first hoop of the night for her. Nice job by Sikika, getting some pressure out front. She was harassing Darby Masterbergen and got the carry call on her. So it turns it back over to the Wolverines. Maybe they can build on that 5-point lead. Jacobs with the ball. She's going to have a foul called on her. It's going to be against HMS's Taya Mason. It's going to put Jacobs back to the line for the Wolverines. So far, Jacobs is 3 for 3 from the line tonight. She averages 65% on the year, so if she can keep making these, she'll get her average up a little bit tonight. First shot is up and good for Jacobs. I want to thank J&K Real Estate for being our pregame sponsor. Also want to thank the Plena Body Shop for being our scoreboard sponsor. Second shot for Jacobs is up and good. So Jacob has 5 free throws and a three-pointer tonight for 8 points on the night. South O'Brien putting on some full-court man-to-man press. And Kyle Oswald says that's a travel. Turn it back over to the Wolverines. So looks like the Wolverines are onto something here with that full-court press.
Oh, very.
Getting some turnovers. South O'Brien on a 7-0 run here, extending that lead out 18-11. Frederickson with the ball. A little bit of a hot potato there. Jokums takes the ball away from her. Dago bringing it up. Oh, nice job by Struve stepping into that passing lane. She's going to get fouled, so Sydney Struve will go to the line for the Wolverines. Double bonus time with over 10 fouls for the Hawks. Looks like that foul was on Kaylee Pearson for the Hawks. And Coach Lester Teston says, I want a timeout. And it's probably a good timeout there.
Exactly. Just give them a little bit of a rest. I think South O'Brien's really coming around. Defense is pulling in, and I think they're really. I think that first quarter they were just kind of. It's kind of like a car engine when it's cold. It's kind of tough to get it running right. You get a little bit warm, spurs along.
Doing some nice job, getting some turnovers, steals, getting some fast break points.
Exactly
what they needed.
Much more aggressive second quarter.
They got a little monitor up over there congratulating Tristan Wilson with he had a heck of a year for the Wolverines football, but set the single season rushing record and the most yards in one game. First shot by Struve was a little too strong. Wilson was sure fun to watch in football.
Oh, it sure was.
He's going to be missed next year for the Wolverines.
And where's he going?
I'm not sure. I'm assuming he's probably playing somewhere. I haven't seen where he's signed. So,
of course, he's also a pretty strong basketball player. So
yeah, he's quick on the court. So Struve goes 0 for 2 for the line, turns the ball back over to the Hawks. Going to look it into HMS's Kaylee Pearson bringing the ball up the court. She's looking over to Jasmine Lux, looking down low for Jasmine Lux. Thought that maybe that pass was going to be deflected, but it is going to turn it back over to the Wolverines. HMS bringing Cassidy Hagerman and Lydia Harder's back on the floor, along with Lux, Jokums, and Daigle. South O'Brien with Sikika, Struve, Hintz, Rader, and Frederickson on the court. So Jacob's on the bench right now. She doesn't get too many breaks throughout the night, but getting a little bit of a breather at the moment. Sikika over the corner. HMS in that 2-3 zone defense, looking down low. Ball's deflected and stolen away by Paige Daigle. Daigle looking to set up the offense, getting a screen. Going to go around it, try to put it up, and Hintz is going to deny that. Hintz says, get that out of here. Tried to throw it up court to Sky Rader, just a little bit too deep on that fast break. And as I said, Jacob's right back into the game, and it's going to give Sydney Struve a break. South O'Brien sticking with that full court man-to-man press. Ball into Daigle. Daigle looking to find someone. She picked up her dribble. Going to find Jokums over there on the sideline. She's going to bring it up the court. Going to dish it off to Lydia Harders. Back over to Hagerman. Hagerman's going to get a screen. Ooh, she had to be close on that baseline. Did a nice job getting around the corner, attacking the rim. Going to go up for 2 shots here as she got fouled by South O'Brien's Andrew Frederickson. First shot is up and good. Cassidy Hagerman at the line. 71% free throw shooter coming into this game. Second shot is a little bit short. Ball's going to be tipped back out to the Hawks, so potentially chance to get 3 or 4 points on this possession if they can hit a 3 or just get another basket. Jacobs just a hair late trying to get that steal. Jacobs is going to drive, put the ball on the floor. Went down to the deck, and they're going to call a travel on her. Well, Sikika is fun to watch for the Wolverines, isn't she? She comes in, she's just a little bit of a ball of energy. She's always scrapping and scraping, getting some deflection steals. Nice job by her getting in there and causing that turnover.
Oh, exactly.
Sky Raider looking over to Sikika, looking down low for Taryn Hintz. Nothing there. Goes across court to Raider. Back over to Jacobs. Not a lot of movement right now for the Wolverines, and I was afraid of that ball might be stolen away, but deflected out of bounds.
I tell you, South O'Brien's having a hard time trying to get that ball inside.
Just not a lot of movement on the offense right now. It's a little bit stagnant, but a nice job by Coach Dreckman, getting them into that press, getting them some easy baskets, helps that offense out a little bit. Raider throws it into Hintz. Back out top to Jacobs, over to Raider on the side. Looking down low to Hintz. Hintz is going to go up with it. Well, that's a tough shot. Had a defender right in her face. Just about got the drop anyways, but nice job by defense on Hint for Jokums from the Hawks. Hagerman setting things up for the Hawks. She's looking to drive, going back out to Harders. Ball's going to get stolen away by Sikika. She can hang on to it. Finds Jacobs. Jacobs is going to get fouled. The South O'Brien team really does show a lot of heart and hustle, though.
Very.
So Jacobs is already 5 for 5 from the line tonight. We'll see if she can add to that and get a couple more points. First shot is up and good for Jacobs. She's leading all scorers tonight. That was her 9th point. She's looking for her 10th team point tonight. Her 10th individual point, I should add. Second shot is up and good. So 7 points from the line for Jacobs. Also 1 3-pointer. 10 points on the night for her. Half of South O'Brien's 20 points. 2:10 to go here in the second quarter. South O'Brien leading by 8, their biggest lead on the night. Daigle's looking to drive, went up. Oh, they're going to call a jump ball on that. It's going to stay down here with the Hawks. Nice play by South O'Brien on defense there. I thought at first they were going to call a foul, but Harders to throw it in for the Hawks. Going to get it over in the corner. Nice little jump shot up and good, but no good by Hagerman. Board goes off to Hintz. Raider looking up court to Sikika. Ball's deflected, able to keep it. Kind of gets it over to Hintz, but just too much traffic there. We're going to have another jump ball called. This time the bonus possession is going to stay with the Wolverines.
Hintz a little slow getting up there.
We'll see if South O'Brien. Oh, I was just going to say, see if they can make some better passes and not turn the ball over, and they turned it right in on the inbounds play. So Daigle with the ball for the Hawks. Going to get a screen from Hawk. Tried to go up for the shot. She's going to get called for a reach in there. Kaylee Jacobs, going to be her first foul. South O'Brien's 8th team foul, but she did get shot. Going to get 2 shots as she got fouled on her shot. Harder's first shot is up and good for the Hawks. Looks like Harder's is a 44% free throw shooter on the year on average, so already above her average making that first one. Second one is up and good, so a couple pretty good looking shots there from Lydia Harders. Cuts that lead down to 6. Harders has 3 points on the night for the Hawks. And once again, South O'Brien with just not a very good pass, and Jokum steps in front of it. Minute 20 to go in the second quarter. HMS looking to cut into that 6-point lead. See if they can get that down a little bit more before halftime. Looks like we're going to have a 3-second violation on the Hawks, so it's going to turn the ball back over to the Wolverines. Wolverines with Raider, Sikika, Jillian Heemstra, Fredrickson, and Jacobs on the court.
I tell you, those 3-second calls, you just don't see much anymore.
Nice steal there by Elise Hawk. Yeah, you don't see a lot of those 3-second calls called anymore. It's got to be pretty obvious.
Yeah.
But the Hawks get a turnover right back. Throw the ball into Jokums. Jokums called the travel on her, but I don't know how. I don't think she will even have possession of the ball.
I don't think so either. She's kind of had a tough night with her ball handling.
1 minute to go. South O'Brien with the ball back. Raider picks up her dribble. Going to throw the ball. Ooh, they are going to call it was deflected by Harders for the Hawks, so South O'Brien keeps the ball. Looks like Sidney Struve going to check in for a Raider. Jacobs with the ball, top of the key, spins, drives, going to go up, a little bit short. Frederiksen tried to save it out of bounds, but just a little bit short trying to get that back in. Pretty impressive move by Jacobs there, just not able to finish that hoop. Hagerman with the ball for the Hawks, back over to Dago, back over to Hagerman, over to Jokums. Back out to Dago, looking down low. At least Hawks going to turn around, put up a shot off the glass. Nice job chasing down, rebound. Ooh, just about a couple steals for the Wolverines. Wolverines playing pretty scrappy defense. They go over to Jokums. Back out to Harders. Back out to Dago on the corner here. Looking down low to Jokums. She's going to go up, a little bit too strong. Going to call another jump ball. It's going to stay here with the Hawks on the possession arrow. 12 seconds to go.
I could have almost made a call for over the back on that one.
That was a little bit of a rough play there.
Yeah.
Harder's throwing it in, looking for a teammate. Kind of a bounce ball off a couple of different defenders there and ends up in Jokum's hand. Dago going to put a shot up, and she banks it off the glass. Dago's first two of the night cuts that lead down 20-16, and that's going to be our halftime score. South O'Brien Wolverines leading 20-16. Last time these two, South O'Brien didn't have much trouble in the game, winning that game by 25 points. Turnover played here tonight. So South O'Brien leading 20-16 here at the half. We'll go ahead and take a couple of minutes timeout, and then we'll be back with some halftime stats. You're listening to Wolverine Basketball on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Sweeney's Farm and Home Center and the Paulina Building Center are proud to support the South O'Brien Wolverines. They know it takes teamwork to accomplish goals on the playing field as well as in business. They're glad to be a part of the community team by helping make dreams come true. When you need building supplies and hardware, talk with the folks at Sweeney's Farm and Home Center and the Paulina Building Center. And good luck, South O'Brien Wolverines, in accomplishing your goals.
The Prairie Market in Paulina. Wow, more than you might expect in a smaller community grocery store.
Every aisle is going to have things in it that you're surprised at that you can find at a small grocery store. We have a large produce department, and we work really hard at keeping our produce fresh. We're really proud of our meat department. Don and Ben do a great job. If you want something special, they will do that for you.
And to see all of their wonderful weekly specials, visit PaulinaPrairieMarket.com.
The professional lenders at the Savings Bank of Primgar, Hartley, and Lake Park are ready to tackle all of your loan needs, whether it be commercial, personal, or agricultural. So often we are concerned with rates, and yes, their rates are competitive, but more importantly is their service. You can feel comfortable sitting down, talking with one of their loan officers, and feeling confident that you are getting exactly what you wanted and more. The Savings Bank of Primgar, Hartley, and Lake Park, your bankers and your friends. Proud supporters of their communities. Member FDIC.
And welcome back to Paulina here at South O'Brien High School with this War Eagle conference between your South O'Brien Wolverines and the HMS Hawks. A little bit of a scoring struggle here tonight. After the first quarter, HMS led 6-5. And at halftime here, South O'Brien leading 22-16. South O'Brien really took some momentum there when they started that full court press. Nice job by Coach Emily Dreckman and putting on that full court press, getting some easy hoops for her offense. That was just struggling to find some rhythm there. Too many turnovers tonight for South O'Brien. I'm sure that's going to be addressed at halftime by Coach Dreckman. Try to get that turnover play and get things going in the right direction. So South O'Brien, a lot of turnovers that first half, and HMS also plagued by a lot of turnovers. So I'm sure both coaches are going to be focusing on that in the second half.
It will, but what's been interesting to me for me to see is this South O'Brien team. Because whatever they do in the first half, all bets are off in the second half. You don't know what you're going to get in the second half. So whatever Coach Dreckman is going to tell them, it's like it's a whole new ball game.
That's right. Go into the halftime and refresh. So I want to thank Holzhauer Motors for being our halftime sponsor. Holzhauer Motors has a really nice sale going on right now at the old Harley-Davidson building. This sale's inside, so if you're looking to get in and out of the elements, you can head on down to Holzhauer's and check out their huge sale that's got extended. I believe they said this will be the last week that ends on February 1st. So head on down to Holzhauer Motors for their halftime. Thanks for them for being our halftime sponsor and also the big sale that they have going on. So some scoring recaps here for you for the first half for HMS. Hannah Jokums with 4 points. Paige Dago with 5 points. Jasmine Lux with 4 points. Lydia Harders with 2 points. And Cassidy Hagerman with 1 point. For South O'Brien, Kaylee Jacobs leading all scorers with 10 points. Sky Rader with 1 point. Taryn Hintz with 3 points. Sydney Shrew with 2 points. Adam Fredrickson with 2 points. And Willow Sikika with 2 points. So HMS Hawks are back out on the court getting ready for this second half. South O'Brien Pep Band is playing. It's a great night of basketball here in Polina. We're looking forward to the boys' matchup after this. We're going to go ahead and take a couple more minutes of timeout, and we'll make sure we're back in time for a tip-off and start of the third quarter. Thanks for joining us on this Wolverines basketball and this Fuller Digital Solutions.
Great deals at Gannett Auto Sales in Polina. In 06 Toyota Highlander Limited all-wheel drive with third-row seating priced under $7,500. A 2014 Ford Fusion SE with 65,000 miles, very nicely equipped for $10,950. A 2016 Toyota Corolla all-power with new tires priced at only $10,950. And a 2010 nicely equipped Chrysler Town & Country, only 56,000 miles for $9,995. Plus, if you want it and they don't have it, they will find it at Gannett Auto Sales in Polina.
Everything you expect from your local Paulina hardware store, but now offering more. Shopping online is convenient because you can do it on your time and the inventory is seemingly endless. Welcome to TrueValue.com. Simply pick your store and your items will ship free right to our door at Paulina Hardware. Plus, we handle the returns, assembly, and simply stated, there's a local person who will take care of you. We'd love to see you in our store and love that we can bring you the convenience of shopping 24/7 at Paulina Hardware. Online at TrueValue.com.
At TCA, they are working hard every day to make sure each home and business in O'Brien County can connect with today's world. Whether you are in town or in the country, they have a variety of internet solutions for you. Now, with increased speeds, they also offer managed Wi-Fi to ensure your network signal is strong and secure. Call 930-5593. Stop in or visit their website, tcaexpress.com.
Communities working together for a better tomorrow at TCA.
At Iowa State Bank, we know that our ag community is an important part of Northwest Iowa. That's why we work harder to keep business owners and farmers up and running. For over 75 years, Iowa State Bank has helped farmers upgrade equipment, expand local business operations, and sometimes offer a helping hand. As we look forward to the future, we'll continue to be by your side, available when you need us.
Iowa State Bank, we're ready for you.
And welcome back to our Holzhauer Motors halftime show. We're about 2.5 minutes here till the start of the third quarter. And once again, just want to thank all of our fine sponsors from the South O'Brien School area that allow us to bring this broadcast, and especially the Holzhauer Motors for being our halftime sponsor. And Kyle, they allowed us to bring up a nice vehicle from Holzhauer to drive to the game tonight.
Really, 2008 Buick, four-door, pretty good car. I mean, here's the thing. You think about a 2008, here it is 2020, you would think, oh, that's going to be beat, hard, road put away, wet, everything. But really clean vehicle. It still has that new car smell even. But yeah, 2008 Duke, they've got their sale going up in the old Hartley building. And I guess they're just packed in there. So I'm willing to bet they want to sell this stuff because they don't want to bring it back to the dealership.
And unpack all those cars and all the different things they got to do. But yeah,
it's
really
a chess match to get everything in there.
It's kind of fun to watch them when we go in there and all the different vehicles that they got to move around to get us a vehicle out. But
you know, I almost want to have somebody say they want to drive something that's the farthest away from the door, so they have to pull everything out. I don't know. They've got to have their way of doing it. So.
But we sure appreciate Holzhauer Motors' partnership they have with KCHE and Fuller Digital Solutions, allowing us to bring a nice vehicle from there to drive up to these games.
Oh, it really is. You know, I mean, we can drive our own vehicles. The Holzhauers has been nice enough to let us drive one of theirs, and it's always been nice. I know Simon, Keith, and John are up in Eskerville right now. They've got a Chevy Silverado crew cab pickup, so yeah, they've got some good vehicles. And you know, here's the thing: you buy something from Holzhauer, you're not going to get a junk vehicle. It's going to be quality, and they stand behind everything they sell.
That's right. And they also have an excellent service department and also a paint and body shop to take care of all your needs down there in Cherokee. The two locations, Highway 59 North, Highway 59 South. But remember, the big sale going on now is the big indoor sale at the old Harley-Davidson shop.
We do have to talk about the body shop. They do excellent work. I've seen what they do. And, yeah, go in there and ask for Todd. He'll set you right.
So we're just getting started here to set the third quarter. Looks like South O'Brien will have the ball first to start off things. South O'Brien starters back out there. Sky Rader, Sydney Struve, Andrew Fredrickson, and Kaylee Jacobs. For the Hawks, looks like they have Kaylee Pearson, Hannah Jokums, Paige Dago, Jasmine Lux, and we're going to have a foul on Dago and Taya Mason back out there. So both teams with starters, same original 5 starters back onto the court. And Les Pedersen, referee, says that's a foul. That foul is going to be on Paige Dago. It's going to be her second foul. South O'Brien throws the ball away as they throw it inbounds. Taya Mason with the ball. She's going to dish it off. Back over to Mason. Looking down low to Dago. Going to go down low to Lux. She's going to turn around. Shot's a little bit too strong. Nice job following. Ooh, I've never seen that. She kind of fallen out of bounds and put that shot up. Just not able to get it to go. Nice job with South O'Brien sticking with it there. Going to get the foul called on Jasmine Lux over the back of Hintz. I'm telling you, if you get a rebound over Hintz, you have to be over the back.
Yeah.
She's a tall girl. South O'Brien inbounds it to Rader.
Looks like HMS picking them up at the half-court line and really playing tough defense.
A little bit of a difference there, wasn't there? A little bit different wrinkle from the first half with that half-court presser. HMS has done a nice job playing defense, and just a different game, different team than last time these two played each other. Played them pretty close. If both teams just got to cut down on these turnovers and get up some good shots.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. Dago thought about the long three there. Dago goes over in the quarter to Lux. Back to Dago. Dago's going to go up with the jump shot, up and in. So Paige Dago with the first 2 points for the second half. Both teams here cutting that lead down to 2 points, 20-18. Tried to throw it down low, and Jokins wasn't having any of that. Taya Mason takes it all the way. Nice job by Jasmine Lux following up. It's one of those plays as a teammate, you just never assume they're going to make it, and you always hustle down there and follow up. So she ties the game up 20-20. Lux's 6-point on the night. Boy, the Hawks are sure playing some pressure defense out there.
I tell you, I'm not sure South O'Brien was quite ready for that.
Looks like we're going to have a timeout by the Wolverines. Coach Dreckman's going to get her team back in order here as a little bit sloppy play to start this third quarter.
True. Now, again, HMS playing very strong defense, but yeah, it just seems like South O'Brien, they get it over the half-court line, and they just couldn't get it any farther. It was really tough.
I got to think Coach Dreckman isn't real happy after coming out from the third, from halftime. I'm sure the emphasis at halftime was take care of the ball. You got to quit turning the ball over.
Yes.
And what do they do their first few possessions? turn the ball over.
You know, and I think what might work for them is if they just take their time with it, bring the ball in, don't try and score right away. Just take your time to try and set something up.
Yeah, you got to have some patience against that zone defense and work it to a good shot. So South O'Brien gets it into Jacobs. The ball is going to be tapped away by Taya Mason. So, boy, the Hawks are really playing some pressure-tight defense. This will be a great time to, get some backdoor cuts, hopefully get the defense to fall asleep a little bit. Ball inbounds to Raider on that baseline, pretty close to being out of bounds. Nice job keeping her feet in. Back over to Raider. Raider's going to put up a three. Oh, in and out. That one was close. Nice hustle by Jacobs getting that ball back. Jacobs drives, a little bit of a wild shot, no good. And Andrew Fredrickson is a lucky recipient there of where the ball just happened to bounce, and Fredrickson gets her second hoop of the night, her fourth point of the night. So South O'Brien takes that lead back. 5:40 to go here in the third quarter. They go out front for the Hawks. She's going to put up a three. Pretty tough shot there. She was fading away as she took that shot. That's always tough from the three-point.
Really not set with that, and yeah.
So Dago with the errant shot is going to turn the ball back over to the Wolverines. Raider to bring the ball up for the Wolverines. Get the offense set against that 2-3 zone defense. Hintz is going to step back and pop a three, a little bit too strong. Jacobs, nice board. Jacobs has had a really nice game for the Wolverines tonight. A lot of hustle, a lot of rebounds, just all over the place, getting steals, deflection, jump balls, and leading the team in points tonight with 10 points. Jacobs set to inbounds it for the Wolverines. Going to find Raider over on the corner, out top to Willisakika. Getting a little bit of double teams. She's going to dribble around that, looking for her teammate. Back over to Sikika. No hesitation. Sikika puts up the three, just a little bit too short. Pedersen doing a nice job on the board. She's going to dish it over to Raider. No good. So both teams have had a couple possessions where they had 3 or 4 shots at it, just not able to get it up and in.
Really physical play.
Yes, it has been a pretty physical game so far.
It seems like it's gotten more physical as the game gets on.
Going to call the foul, it looks like, on South O'Brien's Fredrickson. Oh, excuse me. They called that on Kaylee Jacobs with the reach, and it looks like. Jacobs' second foul, South O'Brien's first team foul here in the second quarter. Going to get the ball inbounds. Going to be stolen away by Fredrickson. She gets it over to Raider. Looking ahead to Sikika. See if South O'Brien can execute on the. Nice job. Sikika hit Jacobs on a bounce pass, and Jacobs went up strong. She's going to go back to the line. So Jacobs doing a real nice job from the line tonight. 7 for 7 so far. Coming in shooting that 65%. So she's doing a really good job making those free throws. And I think I just gave her the announcer's jinx. So I was just saying how she's done a great job from the line, 7 for 7, and I gave her the announcer's jinx.
This is the second time in a game you've done that. You were jinxing people here.
I'll try not to jinx her anymore.
Okay.
Looks like they're going to have a lane violation on Shooter Jacobs, so that shot also is no good. So just as I start to talk about her, how well she's doing, next couple aren't any good. Boy, it's really physical play down there by both teams. A lot of pushing going on. Refs letting it go a little bit. South O'Brien going back out into that full court press. Going to get it back over to Dago. It's going to be knocked away by Sikika. Nice job from her behind the back dribble from Jacobs. Over to Raider. Raider looking down low, just nothing there. Tried to get it to Hintz, and it's going to be a jump ball call. It's going to turn it back over to the HMS Hawks. Kyle, it seems like they're trying to force that ball down there, just nowhere to go.
And you really can't. The way they've been turning the ball over, you just kind of have to get it in your mindset. Just easy passes.
That's the whole concept of a zone defense, is to present that down low scoring. And, when they're not open, you got to pass it back around and try to find that crease in that zone. So
we have substitution for South O'Brien coming in.
So South O'Brien has Heemstra on the floor, Hintz, and they're going to get a turnover there. Jacobs with the ball. Goes right around the river, and she's going to take it all the way up and in for Jacobs. So her first hoop of the second half, 12-point of the game. Nice job by Jacobs weaving in and out of traffic there. South O'Brien with that full court press, get the easy steal, and Hintz up for two for the Wolverines. Looks like that's going to lead us to a timeout, and that's going to be a full timeout by Coach Lester for the Hawks. South O'Brien leading 26-20 here in the third quarter. We'll be right back after this break.
So what do you see in your future? Buying the perfect home with a big oak tree? Watching your child graduate from college? Or finding more time for hobbies during your retirement? Whatever your future holds, make sure you talk with the Farm Bureau Financial Services agent. Together, we'll create a plan that's right for you.
Contact Denise Steffen or Danny Rader in Primgar today.
It's your future. Let's protect it.
Around here, life is a continuous circle. At our best, we have caring people all around us. That's the power of Mercy One, a support network 20,000 strong, including more highly rated specialty services than anyone in the region. Personalizing your care, strengthening your circle, keeping you at the center of everything we do. Mercy One, your best life, our one purpose.
And welcome back. After that HMS timeout, South O'Brien back in that full court press defense. Nice job by Jacobs coming up from behind her. Looks like they're going to call a foul on her. It's going to be her third foul, and I see Sky Rader getting off the bench pretty quickly, along with Anna Fredrickson and Kaylee Eink checking in. Looks like Jacob is going to get a break along with Hintz and Heemstra. So South O'Brien with Rader, Struve, Sikika, and Fredrickson on the floor. HMS with Dago, Jokums, Hagerman, Harders.
You know, they're making these quick, sharp passes. I'm guessing they're just trying to draw South O'Brien out.
Nice shot. Just not able to get it go down for Daigle there. Looks like we're going to have another jump ball call here, and that's going to be South O'Brien ball. So South O'Brien with the ball back on the possession. 3 minutes to go, leading 26-20. Trying to get down low to Fredrickson. Fortunate to get the foul call there as she was double teamed. Just nowhere really to go, so kind of bailed out by that foul. So it'll be interesting to see what this lineup out there where South O'Brien looks to get their points from. Struve gets it into Rader, and it's going to be knocked away by Harders. Dago brings the ball up to the court for the Hawks. Going to pass it off over to Jokums. Jokums wide open, going to take the 10-foot jump shot. No good. And then she's going to foul over the back. Kind of a bit of a frustration foul there on Jokums because she had the wide open shot, not able to hit it, then she fouls.
Oh, exactly.
You see that happen pretty often in basketball.
Like that's going to be 3 on her.
So third foul on Jokums, 16 fouls. So South O'Brien doing a nice job, getting them into foul trouble.
Exactly, just kind of chipping away at HMS.
So Sikika passes it over to Struve, over to Fredrickson, back over to Struve. Struve drives, nothing there. Going to pass it out to Brenna Botten. That's into the game. Botten tried to dish it over. It's going to get stolen away by Olivia Gruters. Ball knocked back. Looks like they're going to have it out of bounds. That was a fortunate play for South O'Brien. That ball deflected right back into bounds to HMS. They would have had an easy basket.
Oh, I know.
Kaylee Jacobs back into the game. Going to give Sikika a break. Jacobs has to be careful here. She has 3 fouls for the Wolverines. Down low to Jokums. Nice job by Jokums getting that shot up. She is going to get fouled and go to the line to shoot 2. Jokums did go to the line and shoot 2 free throws in the first half, making both of her free throw attempts. Her shot's a little bit too strong. Jokums is just a 46% free throw shooter coming into the game. Second shot. Oh, that one did everything but go in. Boy, that ball was halfway down and spun back out.
Oh, no.
South O'Brien continues to carry that 6-point lead. Going to go down low to Hintz. Hintz got good possession. Really nice job by Hintz with that body control. She was kind of fading away as she shot that. Hintz deflects that out of that inbounds pass and deflects it right back on the baseline. So HMS retains possession here, trailing by 8 now Hintz with the steal. She's going to go back up and score another basket for the Wolverines. So
She's done that tonight.
that's right. It's going to be another timeout by the Hawks. Looks like this is going to be a 30-second timeout. So that pressure defense by the Wolverines causing all kinds of trouble for the Hawks.
It is. They're starting to pull away, so 30-20. Great now, I don't want to jinx this, but yeah, South O'Brien's just, as the game gets on, it's like they're starting to play smarter basketball. So that pressure with the press right below the basket is doing them wonders.
I think South O'Brien has scored a majority of their points tonight on fast break points and just steals off the press. Mm-hmm. When they've had to settle down into their offense, they really haven't scored that many points tonight. So South O'Brien extending that lead out 30-20 with 1:53 to go here in the third quarter. Just not a lot of movement by the Hawks. Nice job by Dago getting sealed off, but she's going to throw it away to Jacobs. Looking down low to Botten. Oh. Botten try to get it over to Hintz. He's going to throw that ball out of bounds. So turn it back over to the Hawks. Harders to throw the ball in for the Hawks. He's going to throw it right in the corner. An easy place to get trapped. Back to Dago. Going to have a wide open layup here if they can execute. Jokums does a nice job following up. So Jokums had 2 point-blank shots. They're just not able to finish that one.
She's having a tough time getting her shots to fall tonight.
But she goes right back to the line.
There you go.
She's having a tough time getting the drop from the line, too. The last two are in and out. So Struve going to the bench for the Wolverines. Sukika back into the game. So South O'Brien with Jacobs, Botten, Sukika, Fredrickson, and Hintz. Jokums gets the second one to go. That does cut that lead back down to 9 points.
Now South O'Brien just has to be patient.
Needs some patience. That's right.
Push it.
Some patience here. Get a good shot. Not a bad idea. Just a little bit delayed on the shot there, and Jokums able to get the shot blocked. So Dago bringing the ball up for the Hawks. Over to Harders. Back over to Dago. So all the way around the horn, down to Jokums. Looks like they're going to call that out of bounds off of the Hawks. Olivia Gruder's ball out of bounds. So turn it back over to the Wolverines. And Sky Raider checking back into the game for the Wolverines. Sukika bringing the ball up the court. See if South O'Brien can get a good shot off here. Ooh, that was a pretty bang play there. Those are the ones that are tough to call, where you kind of feel like the offensive person probably had a little bit too much shoulder into her, but also the defender was moving.
Exactly.
Gonna call the foul on HMS's Jokums. Ooh, that's her fourth foul on the night. So ouch. Jokums is gonna have a break. It's gonna send Ander Fredrickson to the line for a 1-and-1 for the Wolverines. A little bit too strong, but does a nice job following her and getting a rebound. Hintz up with the shot, no good. And there's Sukika with the board for the Wolverines. So South O'Brien doing a nice job crashing those boards, getting 2 offensive rebounds on this possession. All the way across court to Raider. Raider ready to shoot the 3, just a little bit too long. That's going to be out of bounds off of HMS's Jasmine Lux. So Sky Raider set the inbounds for the Wolverines with 40 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Hintz able just to hang on to that ball. Raider thought about the 3. He's going to dish it over to Jacobs. Jacobs is going to bury it. Kaylee Jacobs with her first 3-pointer in the second half. 15-point on the night. So Jacobs above her scoring average of 12 points. 20 seconds to go. South O'Brien leading by 12. Dago with a floater. She's going to get that one to drop. So her second hoop of the half cuts that lead down to 10 with 12 seconds to go. Sukika going to put up the side jump shot. No good. Hintz with a nice job follow-up. Hintz with her third hoop in the second half. So Hintz coming alive here in this third quarter. That's going to end us for the third quarter. South O'Brien leading 35-23. We'll be right back for fourth quarter action right after this You're listening to Fuller Digital Solutions and South O'Brien Wolverine basketball.
Have you been there yet? The Sweeney's Clubhouse in Sutherland. Play indoor golf, pool, and darts year-round, and enjoy your favorite brew. Located at 118 Main Street, and it's easy to find, so stop in. The clubhouse and bar also have many sports TVs, and they have NFL ticket, so you can watch your favorite football games and enjoy a pizza. Now open weekdays at 4:30 p.m. and open Saturday and Sunday at 11:30 a.m. Discover the fun at Sweeney's Clubhouse on Main in Sutherland.
And welcome back for fourth quarter action here from Plena. HMS Hawks get the ball first. Start the fourth quarter. Coach Streckman doing a really nice job for the Wolverines, mixing in those defense and going to that full court press, which has caused a lot of trouble for the Hawks tonight. So HMS struggling to score on tonight, only 23 points through three quarters, so 12-point lead is going to be a lot for them to try to overcome here in this fourth quarter. Nice job by Sky Raider reaching in and getting the steal for the Wolverines. Let's see if Sky can finish. A little bit too deep there and just not able to get a good angle on that shot. So it's going to nice job by HMS getting back there and causing that shot not to go in. So deflection there by the Wolverines, and Raider has another chance to lead the fast break for the Wolverines. Tried to get it over to Raider tried to get it over to Jacobs, and ball got deflected. They're going to call another jump ball, and this one's going to stick with the Wolverines with 7:12 to go here in the fourth quarter. South O'Brien got a lot of easy baskets tonight off that press, a lot of deflections and steals right out the inbounds, able to get those layups. Ball's going to be deflected. Nice job by Jacobs to keep that alive for the Wolverines. She's going to dribble, drive, go up for the runner. Boy, Jacobs just did a really nice job. She decided, I'm going to take this one and score, and she did.
Phenomenal shot.
South O'Brien extended that lead out to 14 points. I tell you what, though, Kyle, HMS has definitely played a lot better than last time we watched these two play each other.
True, very true.
So Hannah Jokums being aggressive there yet. She tried to go up for two. She's going to get fouled. It's going to be the third foul on South O'Brien's Anna Fredrickson. Jokums is going to go back to the line shooting two. Been a bit of a struggle for Jokums tonight. She's 4 for 7 from the line. She can make this one. Get back over 50%. A little bit too strong there. Fredrickson with the board for the Wolverines. So 13-point lead with 6.5 to go in the fourth quarter. South O'Brien getting the ball up quick over to Strew. Strew with a dribble. Just about got stolen away. Nice look down low from Jacobs to Hintz. Hintz had really good position there for the. Got down low, had a girl pinned deep on her, and able to turn around and get the foul call. So Taryn Hintz going to go to the line for the Wolverines. And that's going to be the fifth foul on Hannah Jokums for the Hawks. So that's a big foul.
Mm-hmm. She was a big power down underneath.
Hintz a little bit too strong there in the first shot. Not real happy with that. We kind of punched that ball back to the referee. Second shot is up and good for Taryn Hintz. Taryn Hintz with 12 points on the night. South O'Brien back into that full court press, causing all kinds of problems. Hintz is going to get the steal. Tried to dish it over to a teammate, nothing there. And we're going to have a jump ball called. This time it's going to change. It's going to go, possession arrow is going to point to the Hawks' favor. Taryn Hintz going to get a breather. Jillian Heenstra into the game for the Wolverines. South O'Brien going to keep that full court press on with Fredrickson guarding the ball. Going to get it into Dago. Just about a steal. Nice job by Jacobs getting that deflection. You can tell things are just getting a little bit chippy down there. HMS is not liking this full court press.
No.
Gets the ball into Jasmine Lux. Lux is going to bring it up the court. No one stops her. She tries to go up for the shot. They are going to call that ball as deflected out of bounds, so HMS will keep possession, trailing by 14 with 6:10 to go. You know, it's been a struggle all night for the Hawks to get some points out, Kyle. How are they going to get back into this thing?
Well, they're going to have to.
Not by turning the ball over, right?
No.
Sikika with the lead out. She's going to get her second hoop of the night. 4 points on the night for Sikika, extending that lead back out to 16. Looks like we're going to have another jump ball call. That's going to be turn it back over to South O'Brien.
A million of those here.
Been a lot of jump balls tonight, hasn't there?
Yes. You can tell the HMS coach is not happy with the way his girls are playing.
I'm willing to bet we won't see that many jump ball calls in the boys' game tonight.
No.
Rader looking over for Jacobs. Nice job by Jacobs keeping that ball. Lux is going to get the steal. Going to get bailed out by a foul call there, but I tell you what, she was dribbling that ball really high. A little bit out of control, so she's lucky to get bailed out with a foul call.
Exactly.
Going to be the 6th-team foul on South O'Brien. Second foul on Willa Sikika. South O'Brien making a substitution. Looks like Rader getting a break and Strube back out on the court. HMS looking down low, going to drive. Sikika with the steal again. Jacobs gets the ball and she's going to get fouled. And I'll tell you, it's getting rough out there. I'm just hoping at this point with 5.5 minutes to go, nobody ends up getting hurt because
exactly.
It's a rough game. So Kaylee Jacobs leading the Wolverines in scoring tonight with 17 points, going to the line to shoot a 1-and-1.
You know, it's easier said than done to keep your emotions in check. So,
yeah, and a lot of frustration builds when you're getting pressed like that, not able to break it and get away.
Mm-hmm.
Jacobs 2 for 2 this trip, 9 for 11 on the night from the line with 19 points. So nice job by Jacobs getting to the line and getting some points on the board for the Wolverines. South O'Brien leading by 18 with 5:20 to go. HMS able to break the press this time. Dago with the ball out front for the Hawks. Dago looking to drive, and she's going to dribble it off her foot and turn the ball over. So South O'Brien's Brenna Botten to throw the ball in for the Wolverines. And it looks like Dago is going to get a break. Bryn Weber, freshman, checking in. I didn't even have her on my score sheet. Boston with the open three. That thing went, everything but went in. It went all the way down. Jacobs will put one up. No good. Keely Yank fighting for the rebound. Ball's going to go out of bounds off of her. Cindy Struve going to get a break, and Riley Japer checking into the game. First time she's into the game tonight for the Wolverines. And Anna Fredrickson back in also for the Wolverines. So South O'Brien keeping that full court press on with 4:52 to go. Hawks able to break it pretty easy that time. Got it down low, just not able to execute there on the couple of passes. Otherwise, probably could have had a layup. So Harder's out front. She's going to dish it off over there to Hagerman. Hagerman looking down low, and the ball is going to get deflected and stolen once again. Hintz gets triple teamed, so South O'Brien looks up. They should have some girls open. Draper gets it up to Jacobs. Jacobs is going to fire the three. That one's going to be off a little bit. Nice job by Draper saving that ball from going out of bounds. Nice hustle there to able to keep that one going for the Hawks, able to recover that one, but really good hustle here. Shot up a little bit too strong for Harders. South O'Brien with the board. Got a girl leaked out. It's Jacobs over to Hintz. Hintz is going to get the, about the easiest two you're going to have all night. Just not able to finish it, but sticks with it, gets the board, and she did fall down pretty hard there. Hopefully she's okay.
Yeah, but she's a pretty strong player. I think she's from that school of rub some dirt on it and get back into it.
You don't see her smile real often. She seems
really
like
don't.
she's a pretty serious player. She's tough.
She's focused.
There you go. That's a good word, focused. So Hintz set to go to the line for the Wolverines. Hintz has 12 points coming into that shot attempt. First one is up and no good.
Nice thing is South O'Brien's up enough. If they miss a few free throws, it's not going to affect them quite as much.
At this point, it won't hurt them, but something they might want to work on come tournament time. Second shot is also no good. Lux with the rebound. She's going to get it off to Harders. Harders over to Hagerman. Hagerman drives, dishes. Back out to Lux. Lux is going to take a shot from the free-throw line. No good. Hintz with the board. Hintz is going to get it up to Brenna Botchin. Botchin over to Fredrickson. And it looks like Coach Emily Dreckman is going to call a full timeout. We'll take one with her. South O'Brien leading 42-24. 3:38 to go. We'll be right back.
Sweeney's Farm and Home Center and the Paulina Building Center are proud to support the South O'Brien Wolverines. They know it takes teamwork to accomplish goals on the playing field as well as in business. They're glad to be a part of the community team by helping make dreams come true. When you need building supplies and hardware, talk with the folks at Sweeney's Farm and Home Center and the Paulina Building Center. And good luck, South O'Brien Wolverines, in accomplishing your goals.
And welcome back after that full timeout by South O'Brien's coach Emily Dreckman. Dreckman getting in some reserves here for the Wolverines. We got Draper, Botchin, Sikika, Heemstra, and Eink on the court. Riley Draper with a three-pointer from the corner for the Wolverines, getting into the scoring column here for South O'Brien. Nice looking shot for Draper. Sending that lead 45-24 with 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. You know, South O'Brien really took control of this game once they started pressing. Nice job by Sikika getting that deflection, getting out in front. She's going to get fouled there, and South O'Brien is in the double bonus, so she will go to the line and shoot 2 free throws. That foul is going to be on HMS's freshman, Bryn Weber. First shot is up and too strong for Sikika. Sikika comes into the game shooting 80% from the line at 8 for 10. Second shot is going to bounce around and no good. Rebound off to Harders. Harders gets the ball over to Weber. So South O'Brien
not to go with the press.
Yeah, at this point in the game when you're up by 21, you can kind of call the dogs off and let the reserves get some fun playing time.
Exactly.
It's not going to slow Sikika down, though. She's still hustling and trying to get those turnovers out there. Draper with the ball. She's going to get it up front to Botchin. Botchin looking down low for Heemstra. Heemstra looking for a teammate there and forgot to keep her pivot put down and going to get called for the travel. So Abby Schreck checking into the game for the Wolverines. So South O'Brien going a little bit deeper into their bench, giving Sikika the rest of the night off. And South O'Brien also sticking in that zone defense with 2:15 to go. South O'Brien leading by 21. You know, Kyle, this was a fairly sloppy game here tonight. A lot of turnovers by both teams. Olivia Gruters with the basket up for the Hawks, her first point of the night. Both teams have just a lot of things to clear up before you get to that postseason time. And number one thing would be turnovers. Heemstra with the jump shot from the corner of the free-throw line, no good. Ball batted around and rebounded by HMS's Lux. Minute 40 to go. Looks like South O'Brien's going to clear the bench a little bit more and get a few more subs chance to play tonight. Ball is going to go out of bounds. And here is some more subs for the Wolverines. Lydia Husted into the game, along with Shrek, along with Kenneth Bauer, and they're going to turn the ball over. Going to have a foul called there. So Bauer, Husted, Furman, Shrek, and Riley Draper on the court for the Wolverines, and that foul is going to be on Abby Shrek, her first foul. South O'Brien 17 foul with minute 21 to go. First shot is up and no good. It's Cassidy Hagerman at the line for the Hawks. Second shot's going to rim out. Gritters with the board. Looks like they're going to call another foul here. I thought maybe it'd be a jump ball, but they are going to call a foul. So, you know, the subs are getting in the stats here, but not the right way. You're getting fouls called on you.
Well, exactly. And it seems like, you know, when you have a jump ball, it seems like they're just, they're fighting for it. They start swinging elbows.
Foul is on Kenneth Bauer, so it's a 1-on-1 here. No good. HMS with the board again. No good. Ball's going to bounce out to Draper for the Wolverines. So just a little bit over a minute to go. South O'Brien see if we could get another score here from a sub. And it looks like we're going to be stepped out of bounds on Abby Shrek, so that's going to turn the ball back over to the Hawks. South O'Brien's going to move on to 8-8 on the year, so they're going to get that record back up to 500. HMS is going to fall to 5-10 on the year. A little bit of a rough year for the Hawks. The good news for the HMS, though, is they do have a fairly young team with 3 seniors, so they will have quite a bit of experience coming back next year to build on. 40 seconds to go. Shot is up and no good. And it looks like here we are going to have another jump ball call. It's going to stay with the Hawks with 35 seconds to go. Also on Fuller Digital Solutions tonight, we have the Cherokee Braves taking on Esterville Lincoln Central up in Esterville. Pretty good matchup there for the girls' teams tonight. If you're interested in that game is also on Cherokee's AM 1440 with Keith Crane and John O'Connor. And Simon Fuller up there doing the video for Fuller Digital Solutions tonight up in Esterville.
Yeah, and something tells me we're going to get back a little bit earlier than they are.
Yeah, that's just quite the trek up to Esterville, isn't it? I don't mind coming up to Polina. It's only, 20 minutes, 25 minutes away from Cherokee.
No, we were going to take Simon's truck, but...
Kenneth Bauer at the line for the Wolverines. First shot was up and good. Second shot is no good. Oops, I'm sorry. That was Shrek at the line, not Bauer. So 46-26, South O'Brien leading here with just a little over 10 seconds to go. Nice job by the Wolverines turning this game around after trailing at the first quarter tonight. 4 seconds to go, and it's like Draper will just hang on to the ball and run this thing out. That's going to do it from here in Polina for the girls' game. South O'Brien wins it 46-26. We'll go ahead and take a couple minutes timeouts, and we'll come back with some scoring recaps and preview the boys' game. We'll be right back after this message. Thank you for following us on this Fuller Digital Solutions broadcast.
The Prairie Market in Polina. Wow, more than you might expect in a smaller community grocery store.
Every aisle is going to have things in it that you're surprised at that you can find at a small grocery store. We have a large produce department, and we work really hard at keeping our produce fresh. We're really proud of our meat department. Don and Ben do a great job. If you want something special, they will do that for you.
And to see all of their wonderful weekly specials, visit PaulinaPrairieMarket.com.
The professional lenders at the Savings Bank of Primgar, Hartley, and Lake Park are ready to tackle all of your loan needs, whether it be commercial, personal, or agricultural. So often we are concerned with rates, and yes, their rates are competitive, but more importantly is their service. You can feel comfortable sitting down, talking with one of their loan officers, and feeling confident that you are getting exactly what you wanted and more. The Savings Bank of Primgar, Hartley, and Lake Park, your bankers and your friends, proud supporters of their communities, member FDIC.
Great deals at Gannett Auto Sales in Polina. In 06 Toyota Highlander Limited all-wheel drive with third-row seating priced under $7,500. A 2014 Ford Fusion SE with 65,000 miles, very nicely equipped for $10,950. A 2016 Toyota Corolla all-power with new tires priced at only $10,950. And a 2010 nicely equipped Chrysler Town & Country, only 56,000 miles for $9,995. Plus, if you want it and they don't have it, they will find it at Gannett Auto Sales in Paulina.
Everything you expect from your local Paulina hardware store, but now offering more. Shopping online is convenient because you can do it on your time and the inventory is seemingly endless. Welcome to TrueValue.com. Simply pick your store and your items will ship free right to our door at Paulina Hardware. Plus, we handle the returns, assembly, and simply stated, there's a local person who will take care of you. We love to see you in our store and love that we can bring you the convenience of shopping 24/7 at Paulina Hardware. Online at TrueValue.com.
And welcome back. Your South O'Brien Wolverines girls win 46-26 and improve their record to 8-8 on the year. HMS Hawks fall to 5-10. Kyle, I feel like the turning point in this game was when Coach Dreckman made some adjustments and went to that full court press.
Exactly, and to be successful, a lot of the time, you're in the middle of the game, something's not working, you're not scoring, you're not playing the defense or whatever, you're going to have to make those changes. You know, you got to roll with the punches, as they say.
Nice job by South O'Brien. Like I said, Coach Dreckman going to that full court press. A lot of points scored off those turnovers and steals. A lot of them right under their own hoop getting those turnovers, but able to convert and get some easy baskets.
Yeah, Hintz did that a couple times, did really well at it.
So South O'Brien wins it 46-26. Scoring tonight for the HMS Hawks. Hannah Jokums finishes the game with 6 points. Paige Dago finishes the leading scorer for the Hawks with 9 points. Jasmine Lux with 6 points. Lydia Harders with 2 points. Olivia Gruters with 2 points. And Cassidy Hagerman with 1 point for the Hawks. For the South O'Brien Wolverines, Kaylee Jacobs leads all scorers with 19 points. Sky Rader with 3 points. Taryn Hintz with 12 points. She had a nice bounce back. She only had 3 at halftime, so 9 second half points for Hintz. Sydney Strew finishes the game with 2 points. Anna Fredrickson with 4 points. Willow Sikika with 4 points. And Brenna Abby Schreck with 1 point for the Wolverine girls. Previewing the boys' game, the South O'Brien boys come into the night's record with an 11-3 record. Only losses on the year to West Sioux twice and to Rooms of St. Mary's once. The South O'Brien came off they had a really tough loss on Friday night up at West Sioux. Turned around, had to play on Saturday night against a really good Boyden Hull team. Came away with a 71-64 victory. So that just shows you the kind of team that these boys are, to come back from a really tough game and come back to back-to-back road trips, back-to-back nights. Great game, come back and win that next game on Saturday night.
Exactly. This just means that they've got that rest, but they're still fresh.
So, and they're quite a bit younger than you and I are, so back-to-back games doesn't mean a whole lot to them.
They bounce a lot better than we do.
So South O'Brien with that nice 11-3 record. Like I said, Kyle, they lost that game Friday to a really good West Sioux team. Bounce back win. So they won 2 out of 3 games this last week. 3 out of 4 because they had a Thursday night game too. But South O'Brien moves up in the rankings, moves up to 9th place this week in Class 1A. So nice job by the Wolverines moving up in ranking. South O'Brien taking on HMS tonight in the boys matchup as well. HMS comes into the game with a 5-8 record. Last time these two played each other, South O'Brien came away with a 46-70 victory. South O'Brien and HMS were tied at halftime, and Jackson Lucier took over that second half for the Wolverines. We're going to go ahead and take a little bit of a break here, and we'll come back with the starting lineups before tip-off. Thank you for joining us on this broadcast tonight. Thank you to all of our wonderful, fine sponsors from South O'Brien for enabling us to bring these broadcasts to you. We'll go ahead and take about a 6-7 minute break, and then we'll be back for starting lineups for boys action from South O'Brien.
TCA, they are working hard every day to make sure each home and business in O'Brien County can connect with today's world. Whether you are in town or in the country, they have a variety of internet solutions for you, now with increased speeds. They also offer managed Wi-Fi to ensure your network signal is strong and secure. Call 930-5593, stop in, or visit their website, tcaexpress.com.
Communities working together for a better tomorrow at TCA.
At Iowa State Bank, we know that our ag community is an important part of Northwest Iowa. That's why we work harder to keep business owners and farmers up and running. For over 75 years, Iowa State Bank has helped farmers upgrade equipment, expand local business operations, and sometimes offer a helping hand. As we look forward to the future, we'll continue to be by your side, available when you need us.
And welcome back to your J&K Insurance pregame show between your 11-3, 9th-ranked South O'Brien Wolverines boys basketball team against the 5-9 HMS Hawks of Hartley, Melvin, and Sanborn. I think we mentioned this last time they played each other, but South O'Brien got, for the district pairings, not pairings, but groupings anyways, they're in District 1 with Akron, Westfield, Galen Catholic, Lamar's, George Little Rock, Hinton, Hartley, Melvin, Sanborn, who we're playing here tonight, Kingsley Pearson, MMCRU, and Trinity Christian Hull in District 1. So South O'Brien will be matched up to play one of those teams when it comes to district time. The Iowa High School Athletic Association always puts out the poolings first, and then a little bit later on they will put out the district matchups. We're just getting set for the starting lineups here tonight. HMS Hawks are coached by Coach Mark Peterson. I've just seen the HMS Hawks take on MMCRU here a couple of weeks ago. They had a really nice night against the MMCRU Royals, who have been struggling a little bit this year. Starting tonight, Cooper Ebel starting. Also starting is Caden Hill. Nick Smythe also starting for the Hawks, along with South O'Brien senior Jackson Lusher, leading scorer for the Wolverines on the year. Bennett Hawk also starting for the HMS Hawks. Going up against South O'Brien's Tristan Wilson. Like I mentioned last time these two played each other, going into halftime, it's a pretty competitive game. Score was tied at half, and then South O'Brien was able to pull away. Lance Behrens, leading scorer for HMS Hawks, averaging 15 points per game. Starting for South O'Brien is also Case Mormon going against him. And then Bennett Hawk also starting for HMS Hawks, going against Big Zeke for South O'Brien, Zeke Lundquist. So like I said, leading the HMS Hawks in scoring is Lance Behrens, averaging 14 points a game. Sam Hawk averaging 7 points a game. Nick Smythe averaging 6 points. Bennett Hawk averaging 6 points. And Cooper Ebel averaging 5. South O'Brien led by Jackson Lusher, averaging 21 points. Zeke Lundquist 9 points. Alex Presses 8. Tristan Wilson 8. And Caden Hale 6. Looks like we are set for a tip-off here from South O'Brien.
Looks like we kind of got to wait to get the band off the floor.
Yeah, South O'Brien Pet Band just leaving the floor here. Really nice band up here. These guys do a nice job. And South O'Brien's going to win the tip. Big Zeke taps it over to Tristan Wilson. He's going to hand it off to Jackson Lusher. Looks like HMS is going to come out in a man-to-man defense against the South O'Brien Wolverines to start the game off. Lusher thought about the three. Little pump fake is going to throw it off to Lundquist. Back over to Wilson. Teams usually tend to leave Wilson open from the three-point line. Going to get it back over to Jackson Lusher. He's going to take the long three-pointer, and he's going to bury it. So a really nice start there for South O'Brien. Jackson Lusher. Looks like South O'Brien is going to do a full-court press. Maybe they watched the girls' game and seen how well that worked for them. Get the steal, deflection up to Wilson, just not able to finish off that layup. A little bit of a tough shot there, but one that Wilson normally converts on. And back-to-back steals for the Wolverines. They were just going to settle into that zone defense. Nice job getting that. Looks like Lusher's going to take a second three. It's going to bury it and get fouled. Potential 4-point play for Jackson Lusher. Nice shot and concentration, also with the foul.
Wow.
Oh, they're not going to call that foul on the shot. They're going to call that. Looks like they're going to call that foul on South O'Brien, Case Mormon. So that was a bit of a surprise call because, you know, I heard the whistle and Lusher ended up on the floor, but.
Oh, you just assumed that, yeah, he got fouled.
So they are going to count the three-point shot, but they're going to call a foul. I'm assuming it must have been on the box-out attempt on South O'Brien's Case Mormon. So A quick timeout for Coach Mark Peterson and the HMS Hawks here, falling behind 6-0 fairly quick. Peterson must not be real happy with all these turnovers so far for the Hawks.
No.
So Lance Behrens to inbounds it for the Hawks. South O'Brien back in that full court press. It looks like it's going to be a bit of a, they let him get it inbounds fairly easy, but it's a bit of a trapping press. Behrens with the ball. I'm not sure he's the guy you want dribbling. He's going to pass it off to Smythe. Over to Hawk. Back to Behrens. Behrens dribbling. Left hand. Pretty tough shot, but he did a pretty good job getting that ball up here. Gets the board. Nice job by Zeke Lundquist staying between them, getting the board back for the Wolverines. Lusher with the ball down quick. He's going to go up. He's going to get denied. Nick Smythe with the block for the Hawks. Cooper Ebel with the ball. He's going to get fouled. So Cooper Ebel with a little bit of fancy dribble in there for the Hawks, and going to get fouled by South O'Brien's Caden Hale with his first foul. South O'Brien's second team foul, and Cooper Ebel going to the line for the Hawks. First shot is up and good for Ebel. He's only shot 5 free throws on the year. He's a 60% free throw shooter. Second shot is also up and good. So Ebel doesn't get to the line a whole lot, but nice job by Ebel getting the HMS Hawks on the board with 6.5 to go here in the first quarter. South O'Brien leading 6-2. Caden Hale looking for a three, just about thought. Hale drives, he's going to not make it, but nice job by Tristan Wilson with the follow-up for the Wolverines. Haven't seen Hale do too many of those, those drives. Most of the time he's pretty much been a spot-up shooter for the Wolverines, so nice job to change up. Wilson with the deflection, he's going to take it all the way into the hoop and get fouled. So foul is going to be on Bennett Hawk for the HMS Hawks. Hawk had a hawk. It's going to send Wilson to the line for the Wolverines. First shot's up and good for Wilson. Wilson comes into the game struggling a little bit on the year as a 51% free throw shooter, but that shot sure looks good. And Wilson goes 2 for 2. South O'Brien sending that lead out 10-2. 5:56 to go. Looks like Jason Artiga into the lineups, and Jackson Lusher with another steal. He's going to try to get buried a little bit deep. Going to find Wilson for the easy. Excuse me, I think that was Case Mormon. It was Wilson.
I tell you what, HMS just having a devil of a time just trying to get it past half court tonight.
Yeah, South O'Brien's defense is pretty smothering. Going to get it up court to Nick Smythe. Smythe puts his shoulder down. He's going to go up. Just not quite good. He did put his shoulder into Zeke Lundquist to create a little separation there. Had a good look, just not able to finish it. Lusher with the drive. And they're going to call that, Oswald's going to call that on the floor. So it's going to be the second team foul on HMS. Looks like that foul is going to be on HMS's Sam Houck. Going down low to Lusher. Lusher looks for Zeke. Really a nice, unselfish play there from Jackson Lusher because he could have pretty easily taken that ball up himself, but decided to keep it. And we're going to have another timeout here on HMS. Looks like this is going to be a full timeout. We'll take a full timeout with them. South O'Brien leading 14-2. You're listening to Wolverine Basketball on Florida Joe Solutions.
So what do you see in your future? Buying the perfect home with a big oak tree? Watching your child graduate from college? Or finding more time for hobbies during your retirement? Whatever your future holds, make sure you talk with the Farm Bureau Financial Services agent. Together, we'll create a plan that's right for you.
Contact Denise Steffen or Danny Rader in Primgar today.
It's your future. Let's protect it.
Around here, life is a continuous circle. At our best, we have caring people all around us. That's the power of Mercy One, a support network 20,000 strong, including more highly rated specialty services than anyone in the region. Personalizing your care, strengthening your circle, keeping you at the center of everything we do. Mercy One, your best life, our one purpose.
And welcome back here to first quarter action with South O'Brien leading 14-2 with just under 5 minutes to go. Lance Behrens takes the jump shot out front. No good, and Wilson gets a deflection off the races with the Wolverines. Wilson around, tough shot there, angled shot. Ortega down with the rebound. Over to Cooper Eagle. It's going to be knocked out of bounds off of Jackson Lucier. So HMS with Ortega, Ebel, Behrens, Sam Hawk, and Nick Smythe on the floor. South O'Brien with Josh Johansson, Sean Negus, Alex Prestis, Jake Walleen, and Jackson Lucier on the floor. So both teams going to the bench here in this first quarter. South O'Brien off to a nice start, getting a lot of turnovers and steals off the inbounds. Got a three-pointer up there for Cooper Ebel of the Hawks. Ebel with all 5 points so far for the Hawks on the night. Cut that lead down to 9. A little bit of a fake there. He's going to throw it out to Josh Johansson for a three. He's going to bury that. They have a whistle there on the play, so we'll see what they end up calling here. So they are going to count that three-point shot, and then they're going to call a foul on. Looks like they called a foul on Johansson. How did he foul on that three-point shot, Kyle? Did you see that?
I didn't see that.
I think they might have the wrong player. Yeah, I think that Jake Walleen is the actual. Yeah, they switched it there on the board. So Jake Walleen on the box out, but three-point shot is good for Johansson. 4 minutes to go. South O'Brien up by 12 points, and they're going to turn it over. Alex Prestis, the ball, going to dish it off to Lusher. Lusher's driving. Back out to Johansson. Another high arcing three. He's going to bury it. Boy, he gets some arc on his shot, but it's a nice-looking shot off his hand.
Beautiful.
Back-to-back threes for Johansson. Nice start for him right off the bench. Coming into the game firing. South O'Brien leading 20-5 with 3:30 to go first quarter. Last time South O'Brien struggled a little bit out of the gate. Jackson Lusher lost a little bit of control. I think he was going to try to go up for a dunk there. Johansson with the follow-up. A quick 8 points off the bench for Josh Johansson, so a really nice start for Johansson coming into this game. Ortega with the ball out front. He's going to dish it off to Behrens. Behrens driving, up and under. Nick Smythe with the board. Looks like we're going to have a jump ball called. It's going to stick here with the Hawks with 3:03 to go. Ortega getting a break for the Hawks. The Hawks checking into the game. A couple new players here. Looks like DJ Doyle into the game for the Hawks. Shot up and no good. Board off to Alex Prestis. He gets it over quickly to Jackson Lusher. South O'Brien pretty much able to do what they want to on offense at this point. And as I say that, Jackson Lusher goes right around defender and up for two for Jackson. Jackson with 2 threes in his first 2 on the night. 8 points for him and Josh Johansson to lead the South O'Brien Wolverines in scoring. DJ Doyle with the jump shot from the corner. Nice looking, found a nice little soft spot in the zone and gets his first 2 of the night out the bench. 24-7 South O'Brien leading with 2 minutes to go, and Lusher's going to take a long three-pointer, no good. Josh Johansson with the board. He's going to get fouled. So Josh Johansson coming into the game, making an immediate impact off the bench. I tell you, Kyle, Josh Johansson's doing a heck of a job off the bench. A lot of teams would love to have this guy on their team. He'd probably be starting for most teams.
Oh, no kidding.
Johansson's first shot
strong
is
player
up
and a smart player.
What was that?
A very strong and smart player.
That he is. First shot's up and good for Johansson. He's only shot 4 free throws on the year, so pretty small number, but he's going to go ahead and bury those 2. So nice job by Johansson. South O'Brien staying in that zone. HMS able to break it this time, getting it over to Cooper Ebel. Ebel gets the ball over to Ortega, to Doyle. Back to Nick Smythe. Back out to Ebel. Ebel's going to drive, pop a short jump shot. Looked like a good shot, just not able to finish. Smythe with the rebound, no good. Back out front to Ortega. So HMS able to get a few offensive rebounds here. Going to go back down to Doyle. Doyle traveled. Yep, I thought he took a little bit of an extra step there. Just not able to finish that. So South O'Brien bringing in a bunch of new subs here. Looks like we're going to bring him back in Tristan Wilson, Caden Hale, Mormon back on the court along with Zeke Lundquist and Alex Presses into the game. HMS has Ebel, Ortega, Doyle, Bennett, Hack, and the ball is up and good by Wilson. So Wilson using his quickness and taking advantage of that. Nice job by Wilson getting the quick two for South O'Brien. South O'Brien pressing once again. Going to get close to a 10-second call. Able just to get it across in time to Ortega. Bennett Hacks looking over for Ebel, and it deflected and stolen away by South O'Brien's Case Mormon. Norman, not a big scorer for the Wolverines, but just one of those guys that does a lot of different things, whether it be getting the rebounds, deflections, whatever it might be. Caden Hill, a little out of control there for the Wolverines. Turnover, South O'Brien. Haven't had too many turnovers tonight. Ball into Ebel, looking back to Ortega. Ortega's going to dribble and find a wide open Behrens down below. Fake, double fake, and Behrens is going to go up and get his first two on the night for the Hawks. When I seen those two HMS play the MMCRU Royals here earlier, Behrens had a really good night for the Hawks, scoring 35 points, but a little bit different contest here tonight, taking on South O'Brien, who can match up with his size and with that zone defense that really packs it down low. It makes it tough for an inside post player to score some points. So South O'Brien looking to take one shot here before the end of the first quarter, leading 28-9. Hale throwing the ball back and forth here with Wilson out on top. Over to Alex Prestis. We'll see if South O'Brien wants to go with here to take this final shot in the first quarter. Ball gets deflected out of bounds by HMS's Cooper Ebel with 12 seconds to go here in the first quarter. South O'Brien led by Tristan Wilson, Josh Johansson, and Jackson Lusher, all with 8 points. Wilson tried to take it. He's going to lose control, and then it's going to be a foul called on South O'Brien there. 6.5 seconds to go. Not sure who they ended up. They called that foul on Case Mormon, his second. South O'Brien's team fourth. And no good on the shot there by Cooper Ebel, so South O'Brien's going to go into the second quarter leading 28-9. We'll take a timeout with this. Thanks for joining us on this Fuller Digital Solutions broadcast.
Have you been there yet? The Sweeney's Clubhouse in Sutherland. Play indoor golf, pool, and darts year-round, and enjoy your favorite brew. Located at 118 Main Street, and it's easy to find, so stop in. The clubhouse and bar also have many sports TVs, and they have NFL ticket, so you can watch your favorite football games and enjoy a pizza. Now open weekdays at 4:30 p.m. and open Saturday and Sunday at 11:30 a.m. Discover the fun at Sweeney's Clubhouse on Main in Sutherland.
And welcome back to second quarter action here from Polina. South O'Brien with Wilson, Lusher, Lundquist, Hale, and Mormon on the floor. So back to their starters. Going to go down low to Lundquist. He's going to turn and get double teamed. Tried to go up anyways and get a foul called. So bit of a fortunate break there for Lundquist as he turned around, had a double team, and able to go up and still get the foul called.
Exactly. It's tough to get something done, but he's figured out a way.
HMS has Lance Behrens, Doyle, Ortega, Cooper Ebel, and Bennett Hawk on the floor. First shot for Lundquist is up and no good from the line. Lundquist comes into the contest a 63% free throw shooter on the year. That's a pretty unique release from Zeke Lundquist. Second shot is up and good. 3 points all the night for Lundquist. HMS gets the ball into Doyle, back over to Ortega. Ortega looking over for Ebel, able to keep that ball in bounds. Ebel back out on top, going to set things up for the Hawks, and South O'Brien 2-3 zone defense, see if they can solve a little bit of that. had a tough time getting some points on the board with only 9 first quarter points tonight. South O'Brien just wreaking havoc with their defense. It's tough to get that ball down low. It's tough to even just to get an open look. And as I say that, Hack's going to get the ball taken away from South O'Brien's Tristan Wilson. 7 minutes to go. South O'Brien leading 29-9. Jackson Lucier out top. Over to Hale. Back over to Mormon. Jackson Lucier going to get the ball to drop. Nice touch there from Lucier. Looks like we're going to have a foul called here on the press. Wilson, pretty quick player, got over there, but just a little bit too much contact on Ortega. So it's going to be Tristan Wilson's first foul. South O'Brien's 15th foul with 6:43 to go in the second quarter. So HMS struggling to get some points going tonight. Looks like they brought in Mason Brinkman onto the floor with Ortega, Doyle, Behrens, and Hack. And the ball's going to be stolen away over Mormon. He's going to push it back. Mormon's going to go up and score. Case Mormon with his first bucket on the night. And Zeke Lundquist is going to knock that ball out of bounds. It's kind of like the girls' game, Kyle. HMS is just having a really hard time breaking that press.
Exactly. And they're going to have to figure that out, or this is going to be
it's going to get ugly. I mean, it's pretty ugly already, but it could get real ugly here real fast if they can't break this press from South O'Brien. And as I say that, Zeke Lundquist with the steal off the inbounds, but unfortunately his foot was out of bounds, so I think he was going to go up for a dunk there.
Yes.
Behrens throw the ball in for the Hawks, looking for find someone open. Going to get the ball into Brinkman. Ball's going to be stolen by Jackson Lusher. In for the easy 2 points. Easiest couple points that Lusher's going to have all night, I think. Behrens with the ball. Looks like he's going to get fouled by Caden Hale. That'll be the 16th foul on the Wolverines. Hale's second foul on the night. So Jackson Lucier leading all scorers tonight with 12 points. Behrens gets the ball into Brinkman. Brinkman doesn't want much to do with it. Couple dribbles back over to Behrens. HMS just having a hard time advancing the ball up the court, getting any sort of distance on these passes. Gets it over to Brinkman on the timeline, just in time before that 10-second violation. Back over to Hawk, looking down low to Behrens. Behrens dribble is going to get fouled. Looks like he's going to get hacked across his arm. You know, one nice thing for the Wolverines is their starter Lance Behrens does have some decent height to him, if I recall. I think he's about 6'3". He's only a freshman, so Lance Behrens at the line for the Hawks. Freshman, he's going to get a lot better. It's going to be the future of this team for the HMS Hawks.
Oh, exactly. Like little seasoning.
1-on-1 shot, no good for Behrens. He's normally a pretty good free-throw shooter, just not able to convert there on that one. 71% free-throw shooter coming into this game. So 35-9, 5:28 to go. Lucier fakes. It looks like he thought about dribbling there. He's going to throw it down low. Really nice look to Johansson. And Johansson not able to get it up in. Throws it over to Zeke Lundquist. Several chances at it there for the Wolverines. Just not able to get that one to fall. Probably almost a little unselfish there, but it's just coming under 5 minutes, and we're going to have a travel called on Behrens for the Hawks. Looks like Cooper Evo is going to check back in for HMS. He's going to replace Brinkman. South O'Brien with Prestis on the floor. Negus, Johansson, Lucier, and freshman Jake Wallin. Negus gets the ball over to Lucier. He's going to get it down low to Wallin. Wallin up into 2 points for Wallin. Pretty easy basket there. He had a really nice position to be able to turn and seal. Jackson Lusher with the deflection, going to go up for 2. South O'Brien having their way with it with 39 first half points. South O'Brien comes into the game averaging 66 points a game, so well above their average pace of points right now so far in the game. South O'Brien with the open look there, just a little bit bad pass there on that break. Last time I was up here, Kyle, at Polina covering a game, Johansson threw one down. So what's that tell you about a bench player coming in able to throw one down? So South O'Brien settling back into that 2-3 zone defense. A little bit of a floater put up. Going to be short, doesn't get anything. Lusher with the ball. 4 minutes to go. South O'Brien with that commanding 30-0 lead. Really nice look by Lusher down to the freshman Jake Walleen, just not ready for that pass. I want to see Walleen get out in front of everybody and see the big man throw one down. That'd be kind of fun. I believe he's 6'5". So pretty good height there for Walleen. Hawk dribbling, pass it off to Ebel. Back over to other Hawk. We got two Hawks out there. We got Sam Hawk with the ball. He's going to put the shot up. That one's going to be no good. Walleen clears the board for the Wolverines. South O'Brien, like I said, pretty much in control of this game, able to do what they want. Lusher drives to the hoop, no good. Going to get the rim, and going to get the end one chance with the basket up and good. This Jackson Lusher's fifth
16
2-point
points on the night.
Yeah, 16 points. He's got 5 2-point shots and 2 3-point shots up. So this will be his first free throw attempt on the night. So he could get his per game average here in the first half, Kyle.
The way he's playing, he very well may.
17 points, only 4 points away from that 21-point average for South O'Brien's Jackson Lusher. South O'Brien back in that zone. Cooper Ebel is going to put up a long three. Oh, that one bounced in and just about back. Bounced up and just about back in again, but no such luck there from that one. Jacobs-Muck going to put the shot up and going to get blocked. Johansson with the block, and he tried to leak out. Just wasn't able to get the deflection back. Johansson's going to try to block that shot, but got a little bit too much arm on that one, so it's going to be a foul on South O'Brien's Johansson, his first foul. Johansson having a really nice night off the bench for the Wolverines with 10 first half points. 2:53 to go. That is South O'Brien's 8th team foul. First shot for Sam Hawk is up and good for the Wolverines. Looks like Jackson Lusher going to get a break here, and that's going to bring into the first time tonight South O'Brien's Jerome Jackson. Second shot is up and no good by Hawk, and it looks like we're going to have a clear out foul on HMS's Kale Jacobsma. Negus bringing the ball down the court for the Wolverines. Going to get it over to Jackson. Back over to Negus, over to Johansson. Down to Alex Prestis. Alex Prestis, another really nice player for the Wolverines that a lot of teams would love to have on their team. He'd probably be a starter in most situations. So no good by Prestis. Back to the other side by HMS Hawks. Have a three-pointer up. Just about in for Hawk. No good. Rebound there for HMS, no good. Ortega going to put up a three and Barrett. So Jordan Ortega makes a three-pointer. Is much needed offense there for HMS Hawks. Is only the 13th point with just a little over 2 minutes to go. Jerome Jackson with a pass over to Johansson. Just took his eyes off the ball there for a split second, goes out of bounds.
South O'Brien's starting to turn the ball over a little bit. They're going to have to watch that.
That's what happens when you got some second stringers in there, but a lot of good players off the bench for South O'Brien.
Oh, absolutely.
South O'Brien back in that 2-3 zone defense. 1:50 to go here in the second quarter. Turnaround jump shot, no good. That was DJ Joyle with the turnaround jump shot there. He did hit a nice jump shot from the sideline before, just not able to get that one to fall down. Johansson with the ball, drive, dish, no good. He's going to pass it off to Jackson. Jackson's going to put up the short jumper, and good. I'll tell you, I've seen Jackson play a few JV games and a couple times here in varsity this year. He's a nice-looking player, too. He'll contribute an extra to South O'Brien basketball team after they lose some of these seniors off this team. Nice pump fake and job by Sam Hack getting the shot out, just not able to finish there. Turn the ball back over with South O'Brien leading 4-4-13 with 1:05 here to go in the second quarter. Johansson with the dish down to Prestis. Prestis is going to go up and get fouled. So senior Alex Prestis to go to the line for the Wolverines. Prestis, their third leading scorer, 72% free throw shooter on the year. Misses the first one. Minute 1 to go here in the second quarter. South O'Brien going to bring back in Zeke Lundquist, Jackson Lucier, and Tristan Wilson. So that will leave Zeke Lundquist. Oops, I'm sorry. Alex Prestis out there. Nope, he's going to go to the bench too. Case Mormon back in. So Negus, the only non-starter on the floor right now for South O'Brien Wolverines. 55 seconds to go. South O'Brien leading 45-13. Back in that 2-3 zone defense. Ortega just hit a 3 a minute ago. Passed that one up. Back over to Sam Hawk. Back over to Brinkman. Top the key. Top of the circle. Nowhere to go. Back over to Sam Hack. He's going to put up a three-pointer. And the ball is going to get stuck, and they're going to call that a jump ball.
It's been a while since I've seen that.
Yeah, you don't see that happen too often, but just had the right timing there, and that one fell right in. So the ball is going to stay on this end with the Hawks. Throw it inbounds to Caleb Jacobsma. Going to get it back out front to Jason Ortega. Back over to Sam Hawk. Back over to Ortega. Back over to Jacobsma. Back to Brinkman. Jacobsma going to put up the jump shot. Oh, in and out and back out. And we've got a scramble for the board. It looks like we're going to go back to the South O'Brien Wolverines, says referee Kyle Oswald. So 16 seconds to go. Let's see if South O'Brien tries to get one shot here before the end of the first quarter. Tristan Wilson with the ball out front. Going to get it over to Lusher. Lusher's going to drive, pop, get it back to Wilson. Wilson's going to put up a three. Oh, just off the front of the rim. That ball looked good off his hands. So South O'Brien with a commanding 45-13 lead after the end of 2 quarters. We'll go ahead and take a couple of minute timeout break here, and we'll be back with some first half scoring stats. Thank you for joining us for Wolverine basketball on Fuller Digital Solutions. We'll be right back.
Sweeney's Farm and Home Center and the Paulina Building Center are proud to support the South O'Brien Wolverines. They know it takes teamwork to accomplish goals on the playing field as well as in business. They're glad to be a part of the community team by helping make dreams come true. When you need building supplies and hardware, talk with the folks at Sweeney's Farm and Home Center and the Paulina Building Center. And good luck, South O'Brien Wolverines, in accomplishing your goals.
The Prairie Market in Polina. Wow, more than you might expect in a smaller community grocery store.
Every aisle is going to have things in it that you're surprised at that you can find at a small grocery store. We have a large produce department, and we work really hard at keeping our produce fresh. We're really proud of our meat department. Don and Ben do a great job. If you want something special, they will do that for you.
And to see all of their wonderful weekly specials, visit PaulinaPrairieMarket.com.
The professional lenders at the Savings Bank of Primgar, Hartley, and Lake Park are ready to tackle all of your loan needs, whether it be commercial, personal, or agricultural. So often we are concerned with rates, and yes, their rates are competitive, but more importantly is their service. You can feel comfortable sitting down, talking with one of their loan officers, and feeling confident that you are getting exactly what you wanted and more. The Savings Bank of Primgar, Hartley, and Lake Park, your bankers and your friends. Proud supporters of their communities, member FDIC.
And welcome back to Polina and South O'Brien High School with your South O'Brien Wolverines leading 45-13 at halftime over the HMS Hawks of Hartley. South O'Brien got off to a really fast start and led 28-9 after the first quarter. South O'Brien pretty consistent there with getting points up on the board. 28 first quarter points and ending up with 45 at halftime. HMS struggling to score the basketball tonight, struggling to just get the ball up the court. That full court press defense by South O'Brien just wreaking havoc for the HMS Hawks tonight.
It really is, and you can kind of see where Coach Yates just kind of pulled them off that and everything, just to kind of give everybody a breather. And if they are able to reinstitute that with the success that they had here, this game is going to be out of touch.
I have a feeling we'll probably see a lot of subs playing here this second half. It's a great time to get those subs in and get them some varsity playing time.
Exactly. That's what I think is great about South O'Brien is they've got some good classes coming up, so they're not totally stacked with seniors.
So we're at the Holes Hour halftime show here. We'll go ahead and recap some scoring from halftime, and want to thank Holes Hours definitely for being our halftime sponsor. For the HMS Hawks with 13 points at the half, Lance Behrens has 1 point. So he's our leading scorer, really shutting him down tonight with only 1 point. Sam Hawk with 2 points. Leading the HMS Hawks in scoring is Cooper Ebo with 5 points. Jordan Ortega with a three-pointer off the bench, and DJ Joyle with 2 points for the Hawks. For South O'Brien, led by senior Jackson Lusher with 17 first half points, almost to his 21-point scoring average. Zeke Lundquist with 3 points. Tristan Wilson with 10 points. Josh Johansson with 10 points. Case Mormon with 2 points. Jake Walleen with 2 points. And Jerome Jackson with 2 points. So, Kyle, what's this big sale going on up there at Holes Hour Motors?
Well, let me tell you, they're up at the old Harley building. I think 20 years from now, it's still going to be called the Harley building. Anyway, what they did, they took a lot of their inventory, took it up to the Harley building. So you can take a look, you can shop your inside out of the elements because, this time of the year, so it's not all just sunshine and everything. So go in there and just check out a lot of the deals. Some of the deals we've actually been able to kind of, I'm going to think how to say this. We were able to test drive some of these vehicles. So we have a 2008 Buick, I believe Lucerne. Really nice vehicle, really clean, relatively low miles for the year that it is. It's a smooth riding car. It doesn't pull left or right. I think it's a great car. This is just one of the deals, though, that you can get up at the sale. The Holzhauer's big indoor sale at the old Harley building in Cherokee.
Yeah, great sale going on up there. And, it's been a really good sale for them because you can get it out of the cold, check out those vehicles, take it for a test drive, whatever you want to do. We sure appreciate Holes Hour Motors' partnership with us at KCHE Radio and Fuller Digital Solutions. So we're at halftime here. The Wolverines are back out on the court warming up. We'll go ahead and take a few more minutes of timeouts, and then we'll be back with your third quarter tip-off action here from Polina High School. Thanks for joining us on this broadcast, and thank you to all of our fine sponsors. We'll be right back after a few minutes. And welcome back, and we're getting set for second half action here from Polina High School. South O'Brien, no problems there in that first half with that 45-13 lead. South O'Brien sending their starters back out on the court. Tristan Wilson, Caden Hale, Jackson Lucier, Case Mormon, and Zeke Lundquist. HMS with Cooper Ebel, Bennett Hack, Sam Hawk, Nick Smythe, and Lance Barons back on the court. Like I said, South O'Brien did a really nice job containing leading scorer Lance Barons for the Hawks. Just not able to get going. And Jackson Lucier starting right where he left off with the first hoop of the second half, up to 19 points on the night, extending that South O'Brien lead 47-34. So South O'Brien settling back into that zone defense. HMS has just struggled all night, and Wilson read that one all the way. He's going to get the steal. Tried to go up for the dunk. Lost the ball just a little bit there, but still able to finish. But nice dunk attempt there for Tristan Wilson.
Exactly. I think we'll have a dunk if we get somebody with a clear break.
Let's see Jackson Lucier or Lundquist or maybe even Johansson get out in the front here. We'll get a dunk attempt tonight yet again. So Wilson just does a nice job. Pesky player out there. Three-point shot up and good by Hawk. No good. Lucier looking up the court. Behind the back dribbling. Really nice job. Nobody really stopping the ball. Going to go down low to Zeke Lundquist. Up and good for South O'Brien. Nice job by Jackson Lucier drawing the defense to him and getting that ball down low. First 6 points of the half to South O'Brien and a turnover for the Hawks. So HMS, looking to go into that halftime, making some adjustments and, quit turning the ball over, but not the way they wanted to start this second half. Jackson Lucier's going to put up a three-pointer, and that's going to be buried. So Jackson Lucier, really strong performance here tonight. 22 points, 2 three-pointers, and several two-point baskets made. Already with 5 points in the second half here. Just a little bit of time off. Rebound's going to go to Barons. Barons is going to go up. Just not able to get that one to drop down, but Lance Barons, leading scorer for the Hawks on the year. South O'Brien contained him to 1 point in that first half. That zone defense just smothering him.
Mm-hmm.
Barons' first shot is up and good. He's a 71% free throw shooter coming into this game.
So do you think we're going to have a continuous clock at any point?
We could have a continuous clock here if South O'Brien can maintain that 35-point lead. Second shot is up. The only time that clock stops is on a foul call or a timeout. So ball goes out of bounds. A little weird to see that clock keep rolling, but some of these games when they get out of hand like this, it's nice to have that. It's not quite as punishable to the other team.
I'll tell you what, Lucier, it seems like can do no wrong at this point.
Yeah, what complete body control there with that jump stop. He does the head fake and gets his defender up in the air, able to maintain control and go up and score the basket. So South O'Brien going to the bench here already, bringing in Alex Prestis, Jake Walleen, Sean Nigas, and then Josh Johansson at the scorer's table to set the check-in for Jackson Lucier after this three throw. Oh, the three throw just rims out on Lucier. You don't see him miss too many three throws. Really good shooter. Maybe he just wanted to stay in the game just a little bit longer with South O'Brien with that 41-point lead. South O'Brien has that nice luxury of bringing in, several bench players and not really dropping off. Just have a really solid team. Long three-pointer is up and good. That's going to be the first basket on the night for Bennett Hawk of the Hawks. He's put up quite a few of those in the first half, just wasn't able to get him to drop. So 56-18. Alex Prestis with the fake. Jump stop up and good. South O'Brien able to do what they want on offense tonight. Alex Prestis just dashed through that defense, able to get right to the hoop and score the basket for the Wolverines. He's going to go to the line for his and one attempt, and the shot is going to be up and good for Alex Prestis. Alex Prestis with 4 points on the night for the Wolverines. So South O'Brien gets that 41-point lead right back after that three-point play the old-fashioned way. South O'Brien back in that 2-3 zone defense, and another three. back-to-back threes up by Bennett Hawk for the Hawks. So Josh Johansson did come in on that last dead ball for Jackson Lusher. So South O'Brien's Case Mormon, the only starter on the floor for the Wolverines. And really nice dish down low to Mormon, just not able to finish it. But really nice look, court awareness from Josh Johansson to get the ball down to him. Just not able to finish that for the Wolverines that time. So just under 4.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Barron's going to turn around, jump shot just inside the free-throw line, a little bit short. Looks like they're going to call that shot up and good, I believe, for HMS's Nick Smythe. It's going to be Smythe's first basket on the night after the putback there on the offensive rebound. And he's got a chance to get a three-point basket here for the Hawks. Jason Ortega to check into the game for the Hawks. Looks like he is coming in for Sam Hawk of the Hawks. Have to keep my Hawks straight as they got two of them on there. I'm assuming they're brothers. Free throw by Smythe is up and no good. Board's going to go off to Case Mormon. Johansson to get things set here for the Wolverines. Over to Mormon. Going to get it on top to Alex. Prestis is going to take the three-point shot. A little bit too strong. Mormon with the board. Looking down low for Jake Wallin. Just a little bit too much traffic down there, and that ball's going to be knocked out of bounds. Excuse me. So referee Les Pedersen going to hand the ball off to Prestis to throw the ball inbounds. Gets it into Mormon. Mormon's going to get things set up for the Wolverines off to Negus. To Wallin. Johansson to put up a three-pointer. A little bit too strong. Follows his own shot. Gets the board. Dish down low to Negus. Just a little bit too much traffic there, and the ball's going to stay down here with the deflection out of bounds. So South O'Brien bringing their starters back in. Not much of a break there as the subs are just in for just a short time. So Jake Wallin on the floor with Caden Hale, Jackson Lusher, Zeke Lundquist, and Tristan Wilson. Looks like they're going to call a push-off foul on Zeke Lundquist on that inbounds play. Be Zeke Lundquist's first foul, South O'Brien's third team foul here in the third quarter. Also tonight on Fuller Digital Solutions, the Cherokee Braves are taking on Esterville Lincoln Central. That game is also on Fuller Digital Solutions. Looks like the Braves are up 22-14 in the second quarter. Quick three-pointer onto the corner from Caden Hale. Rebound by Jake Wallin, no good. Ball just about deflected out to Caden Hale, but Barron's able to hang on for the Hawks. Cooper Ebel getting things set up for the Hawks. Over to Bennett Hawk, looking down low to Barron's. Back over to Hawk in the corner. He's hit 2 threes already. Oh, that one just about got the shooter's touch. Not able to drop in. Tristan Wilson clears the board for the Wolverines. Lusher with the fake and drive. Going to pass it out to Jake Wallin. Three-pointer for freshman Jake Wallin from the outside. Nice looking shot for Wallin. I've seen Jake step out there and shoot a few threes this year. Nice to see him knock one down.
Exactly.
Cooper Ebel is going to answer for the Hawks with the three-pointer of his own. Ebel continues to lead the Hawks in scoring with 8 points on the night now. Wallin thought about just another three-pointer. He's going to pass it off to Wilson. Looking over for Caden Hale. Hale's going to drive. Gets the ball poked away by Hawk. Hawk's going to throw it back to Wallin. Back over to Jackson Lusher. Got to be careful out there on him. He could put that ball up from where he's at and bury it. Seen him do
he's
it.
Looking for that three.
I thought he was going to take it there for a split second. Going to Wallin, turnaround jump shot, up and good. I think Wallin's one of these kids that's a freshman, but he could be a big impact when it comes tournament time, especially if he keeps building that confidence.
Oh, yeah.
Bennett Hawk in the corner. He's going to get a three-point shot, up and good. And he's going to get fouled by South O'Brien's Caden Hale. So Hawk heating up from the outside. His third three-pointer here in the third quarter. Not a smart foul there by South O'Brien's Caden Hale, his fourth foul. You never want to foul a three-point shooter. So Hawk going to the line for the 8-1, potential 4-point play, and he gets it. So a nice second half here for Bennett Hawk. Scoreless in the first half, but 10 points here in the third quarter for the Hawks. 64-30, South O'Brien leading. 41 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Lusher's going to pump, fake, and drive. Looking for a teammate, nobody open. Boy, Jackson Lusher can just really handle that ball. Goes between his legs. Hale tried to drive, nothing there. Looks like they had a little bit of a travel call there on DJ Joyle, but not called, so potentially for the Hawks here to get this last shot of the third quarter. Doyle's going to take the jump shot, up and good. So Doyle with one hoop in the first half, gets a second hoop here in the third quarter with 4 points. Wilson drives. He got 8 seconds to go. We'll see if Jackson Lusher takes the last shot. He's going to dish it off to Wallin. Wallin just a little bit of an in-betweener there, not quite sure what to do with it. Misses it. Half-court shot, no good. South O'Brien leading 64-32, headed into the fourth quarter. Thank you for joining us. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Great deals at Gannett Auto Sales in Polina. In 06 Toyota Highlander Limited all-wheel drive with third-row seating priced under $7,500. A 2014 Ford Fusion SE with 65,000 miles, very nicely equipped for $10,950. A 2016 Toyota Corolla all-power with new tires priced at only $10,950. And a 2010 nicely equipped Chrysler Town & Country, only 56,000 miles for $9,995. Plus, if you want it and they don't have it, they will find it at Gannett Auto Sales in Polina.
Everything you expect from your local Paulina hardware store, but now offering more. Shopping online is convenient because you can do it on your time and the inventory is seemingly endless. Welcome to TrueValue.com. Simply pick your store and your items will ship free right to our door at Paulina Hardware. Plus, we handle the returns, assembly, and simply stated, there's a local person who will take care of you. We love to see you in our store and love that we can bring you the convenience of shopping 24/7 at Paulina Hardware. Online at TrueValue.com.
And welcome back for fourth quarter action basketball here from Polina. South O'Brien with the commanding 64-32 lead. On the court for the Hawks, we got Jacobsma, TJ Joyle, Brinkman, Ortega, and for the first time into the game tonight, number 5, Sam Heen. Going to turn the ball over back to the Wolverines. Wolverines with Negus on the court. Over to Alex Precious. We got Case Mormon, Josh Johansson, and Jerome Jackson on the court. So both teams with no starters out there right now. Good time for the subs to get in and get some varsity playing time here in front of the pretty full crowd here tonight. HMS has quite a few fans here, and South O'Brien always supports their team well, whether it's on the road or at home. Johansson's going to put up a 3 and bury it. I tell you, Kyle, Johansson just looks like that shot is just effortless for him.
Oh, I know.
I mean, he just puts that ball up and it just kind of floats up there, and he's having a real nice night from outside tonight.
I'll tell you what, there's very few people that can do that.
Looks like we're going to have a push-off foul. I think that's going to be on South O'Brien's Jerome Jackson. I'll take that back. That's going to be on Case Mormon, starter that still is in the game yet at this point. Mormon's fourth foul. Ball out front to Ortega. Back over to Hine. Back to Ortega, over to Brinkman. Ortega back on top. Back to Hine. A couple of big guys down low, cutting, trying to get open for the HMS Hawks, just not finding any open spot. And it looks like Case Mormon's going to pick up the reach-in foul, and I believe that will be Mormon's 5th foul if they call that one on him. Yep. So Case Mormon fouls out for the Wolverines, but pretty much a non-factor here at this point with South O'Brien in big command of the game.
Large command.
South O'Brien going to go back to the starters. So Zeke Lundquist, Wilson, Jackson Lusher, and Caden Hale, along with freshman Jake Wallin down below. For ball's going to be knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Hawks. South O'Brien able to get that point spread back up just to that running clock, right at 35 points. So it's still a little weird to me to see that ball go out of bounds and the clock keep running, but really nice thing when you have a big disparity in scoring in a game like this.
It really moves the game along.
3-point attempt over from Hine is no good. The rebound's going to go off to South O'Brien's Hale. Back over to Jackson. Lusher with a nice point with 24 points for the Wolverines. Wilson's going to drive and get fouled for the Wolverines. Wilson had a real nice first half, scoring 8 points for the Wolverines, 1 bucket here in the second half. So Wilson to the line, shooting 51% from the line on the year. First shot is up and no good. Hard to believe how fast this year has winding down already. South O'Brien, after tonight's game, they'll play again Thursday night at home against Trinity Christian, Friday night against Galen Catholic. Then after this week, only 4 games remaining on the year. Wilson goes 0 for 2 from the line. So after this week, like I said, 4 games remaining, or a total of 6 if you include the rest of this week. So tournament time is going to be right around the corner, and make sure you continue to keep listening in to KCHE and Fuller Digital Solutions, as we'll be bringing you all local area teams, and especially South O'Brien, as we're hoping both the boys and girls can make a deep run this year for the Wolverines. So South O'Brien, Jackson Lusher with the ball, stop, looking for a teammate, nothing there. Ball actually gets poked out of his hand. Goes to Zeke Lundquist, back to Lusher. Lusher's going to drive, looking for somebody down low. The ball's going to get deflected away. Looks like we're going to have a jump ball, and the ball is going to go back to HMS Hawks. Looks like South O'Brien's even going to go deeper into the bench here, and it's going to give take the starters out of the game, and that's going to be it for these starters tonight for South O'Brien. South O'Brien's going to throw it down low and immediately going to get a foul called. Looks like this is going to be Dane Mormon going to the line for the Wolverines. See if Dane Mormon can get into the scoring column for the Wolverines here tonight. First shot is up and good for Dane Mormon. So Freddie Stevens on the court. Jacob Van Lith. Dane Mormon. Reed Nelson. And Wyatt Harper on the floor for the Wolverines. 3:36 to go. South O'Brien leading 68-32. Well, they went down low to Doyle. Didn't realize he had a wide open layup if he just turned around there, but dished it outside. He's going to get Cooper Ebel went up for the 3-point shot, and he got fouled. So 3 thoughts coming up here for Cooper Ebel. First shot for Ebel is up and good. Ebel's 9th point on the night, possibly able to get the double figures here, and he does. One more for Ebel, as when you get fouled on a 3-point shot, you get 3 free throws. And Ebel will go ahead and make all 3 of those. So a nice job by Ebel converting on his opportunity from the line, cutting that lead down to 33 points. Nelson out front, going to pass it over to Stevens. Stevens looking for somebody, back over to Nelson. Back to Stevens. Stevens going to drive, dish it back out to Nelson. Nelson's going to go over into the corner. Shot attempt's going to go up and get blocked. It's going to get it out to Cooper Ebel. Ebel's going to dish it back out to DJ Joyle on a 3-point attempt. No good. Back to Brinkman. Over to Hine. Going to go down low to Jacobsman. Jacobsman's going to go up and get fouled. Foul is going to be on South O'Brien's Dane Mormon. Looks like South O'Brien going to bring some other subs in here after the dead ball. Jacobsman's shot is up and good. So South O'Brien bringing back in Alex Prestis, Jerome Jackson, Jake Walleen, Sean Negus, and Josh Johansson back onto the court. Looks like on the year, Jacobsma is a 52% free throw shooter. He's going to go ahead and make both of those. So nice looking stroke for a 52%er. 2:44 to go here in the fourth quarter. South O'Brien commanding 31-point lead. Jerome Jackson in the corner is going to put up a three. Just a little bit too strong. Going to be chased down by HMS's. Got some different players in the game here that haven't seen in here before. Patton. Turner over. He's going to turn it back over to the Wolverines with 2:21 to go here. Sean Negus bringing the ball up the court. Also played fullback for the Wolverines this last year for them. South O'Brien with a really nice year from nice dish from Jerome Jackson over to the cutting Josh Johansson. Josh Johansson with 15 points off the bench tonight for the Wolverines. Really nice night for Johansson. Came in and he buried a couple of three-pointers right away off the bench and just continued to keep that momentum going with a nice night for Johansson. Jacobsman with the fake. Jump shot up, no good. Precious with the board for the Wolverines. Negus bringing the ball up the court. So South O'Brien with those 49 first half points. Second half, able to do a lot of subbing here and scoring slowed down quite a bit. That's okay. Nice for everyone to get a chance to get in the game and get some playing time. Precious driving, looking for a teammate. Just about stepped out of bounds. Ball deflected off to Jerome Jackson. Going to throw it back out front to Johansson. Johansson going to get things set up for the Wolverines. It looks like Kylie Yates is taking a timeout, but it looks like it's just going to be a substitution timeout. So South O'Brien bringing back in Stevens along with Jacob Van Litt, Wyatt Harper, Dane Mormon, and Reed Nelson. Wyatt Harper getting on the board for South O'Brien. 2 points for him, extending that lead up 72-37 with 40 seconds to go. DJ Joyle with jump shot, no good. Board off to Jacob Van Litt for the Wolverines. 30 seconds to go. South O'Brien boys are going to move on to 12-4. Nice, pretty easy win here for your 9th ranked South O'Brien boys basketball team. 19 seconds to go. We're going to have a foul called here. That's going to send South O'Brien's Jacob Van Litt to the line. See if he can get into the scoring column for the Wolverines. First shot's going to be just a little bit short. South O'Brien boys will be back in action, as will the girls, on Thursday night. Ball's going to get rejected there. Shot was up and good for South O'Brien. It's Freddie Stevens getting on the board also. And that is going to do it, 74-37. So commanding win for South O'Brien boys basketball here tonight. HMS just no match for South O'Brien's pressure defense. So, when they did that full court press along with their 2-3 zone, that just kind of kept them in check all night. We'll go ahead and take a couple minutes timeouts. We'll be back with a scoring recap and wrap things up here from South O'Brien High School.
TCA, they are working hard every day to make sure each home and business in O'Brien County can connect with today's world. Whether you are in town or in the country, they have a variety of internet solutions for you, now with increased speeds. They also offer managed Wi-Fi to ensure your network signal is strong and secure. Call 930-5593, stop in, or visit their website, tcaexpress.com.
Communities working together for a better tomorrow at TCA.
At Iowa State Bank, we know that our ag community is an important part of Northwest Iowa. That's why we work harder to keep business owners and farmers up and running. For over 75 years, Iowa State Bank has helped farmers upgrade equipment, expand local business operations, and sometimes offer a helping hand. As we look forward to the future, we'll continue to be by your side, available when you need us.
Iowa State Bank, we're ready for you.
Made by a Wolverine player during the varsity girls.
So what do you see in your future? Buying the perfect home with a big oak tree? Watching your child graduate from college? Or finding more time for hobbies during your retirement? Whatever your future holds, make sure you talk with the Farm Bureau Financial Services agent. Together, we'll create a plan that's right for you.
Contact Denise Steffen or Danny Rader in Primgar today.
It's your future. Let's protect it.
Around here, life is a continuous circle. At our best, we have caring people all around us. That's the power of Mercy One, a support network 20,000 strong, including more highly rated specialty services than anyone in the region, personalizing your care, strengthening your circle, keeping you at the center of everything we do. Mercy One, your best life, our one purpose.
And welcome back to your post-game show here from Polina High School with your South O'Brien Wolverines getting the 74-37 victory over the HMS Hawks. Like I had mentioned earlier, South O'Brien will be back in action as they have a week of home games with a home game Thursday night against Trinity Christian High School, and Friday night looks like that will be senior night for the South O'Brien Wolverines hosting Galen Catholic. So South O'Brien with 6 games left on the year, moving their record to 12-3 after tonight's victory. South O'Brien having, as you know, a really nice year, being ranked 9th, and only losses they've had this year have been to ranked teams, and that would be West Sioux twice, who is number 1 in Class 2A, and then also to Rimson St. Mary's, who is in Class 1A with the Wolverines. So South O'Brien gets the victory here tonight, 74-37. Scoring recap for both teams here tonight. Lance Behrens, the leading scorer for the HMS Hawks, held to 3 points tonight. Samuel Hawk only with 3 points on the night. Nick Smythe with 2 points. Bennett Hawk with 10 points. Cooper Ebel with 8 points. Kale Jacobsma with 2 points. Jordan Osiga with 3 points. And DJ Joyle with 4 points. Leading the South O'Brien Wolverines is Jackson Lucier with 24 points. Zeke Lundquist with 3 points. Alex Prestis with 3 points. Zeke Lundquist had 5 points. Prestis with 3 points. Tristan Wilson with 10 points. Josh Johansson with 15. Case Mormon with 2 points. Jake Walleen with 7 points. Jerome Jackson with 2 points. Wyatt Harper with 2. Reed Nelson with, no points. Freddie Stevens with 2 points. And Damon Mormon with 1 point. Final score for South O'Brien, 74-37. Kyle, South O'Brien had a pretty dominant performance tonight. 2 more home games this week, and then 4 road games to finish off the year heading into tournament time.
I tell you, after last game, I wasn't expecting South O'Brien to play as well as they did tonight. They just did a great job. They hit the shots when it counted. They played smart, and their defense was – they just really were solid with their defense. So, I think, they're getting that momentum to take them into the playoffs.
That's right. And like I said, we went through their pool play before, and I think South O'Brien's got a pretty good chance to win District 1. Most likely, if they would do that, they would have to match up with the District 2 winner to go on to state. And Bishop Garrigan of Algona would probably be the most likely opponent. But I'm sure if we were talking to Coach Yates or any of the players, probably don't want to look that far ahead.
No.
Take one game at a time. So
Exactly.
We won't be here for the Thursday night game, but we will be back in action Friday when South O'Brien takes on Lamar's Galen Catholic. It'll be the Kyle's Squared team again, once again. So
Yep.
Also tomorrow, we'll be doing a Facebook Live auction if you're interested in joining us for that. Don't try to stare too hard at our ugly mugs that'll be on the screen, but we have a lot of good items on there tomorrow, so make sure to join us for the Facebook Live auction. It'll be a good show tomorrow afternoon. So
have some great deals and have some may have a few surprises.
There you go.
We'll see.
So thank you once again to all of our fine sponsors up here from South O'Brien. We sure appreciate all the support that you guys give to the school and to Fuller Digital Solutions, and allows us to bring this broadcast. South O'Brien wins it 74-37. Thanks again for joining us, and we will see you on Friday night for more South O'Brien action. Thanks for joining us. Have a good night.